Good evening, passengers. We are finally through the rain, and we're smooth sailing over Husky Nation with one of the SK Light's best riding first class. You may now unbuckle those seatbelts, and as always, please observe the no smoking sign.
You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
All right. Good job, Breminator.
I don't know if I'm dealing with Anglace. I'd
this
buckle
guy.
up.
Right. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm doing a freaking, what's it called? When you turn the whole plane. A barrel roll.
Yeah.
On a passenger plane?
He's doing a blowover in midair.
Oh, yeah.
They've already blown over at that point.
Turning this thing
30,000
into
feet up.
Dude, those things, I look at them and we're sitting at the bar and I'm like, to put that big ass plane up in the air is amazing to me.
What plane are you looking at the bar?
No, you go to New Haven, you sit up there.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
can sit out and look at the planes. And me and Brody were just looking. I'm like, that's amazing that they have done that.
You should go to the bowling alley next to Bradley. It's the best place to watch planes land and take off.
Yeah.
There or Broadbrook Brewing.
I got one for you.
What?
You ever see the size of those cruise ships? It's like if I don't lay the right way in the water, I sink. So how does that thing not sink?
Yeah,
That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
If I'm not at a perfect angle, I sink to the bottom.
But those
this
giant
thing
things?
doesn't.
Uh-huh.
They are amazing.
Those planes, and you see, like, when you're flying, I've only flown maybe once in the last 20 years. But when I did, I looked out the window. I'm like, that wing is, like, bending and flexing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know the wing would bend and flex like that.
If you think
If you
about it.
go with a cheap airline,
right.
the whole plane flexes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
air
we
travel.
lost Spirit Airlines, so.
No, it's
we
almost
flew
like a
into North-
controlled blowover.
It was raining so bad in North Carolina when we flew in there on Thursday. And I didn't realize we were circling outside over the ocean before we flew in because it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like just like plane dropping feels like 20, 30 feet in a second. I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm starting to get nervous. I'm looking out the window and I'm like, all I see is clouds. Oh, this is not good.
No, when you're on Delta, it's nice and smooth. But you fly those Velo flights, like things goes like there's sheet flying off. It's falling apart.
That's a Yukon sponsor.
Oh, sorry. I mean, fly a Velo,
That's
everybody,
all we
please.
fly is a Velo.
There you go.
$79.
No,
one
it's
way.
pretty good stuff. You just feel like it might be the last one you take sometimes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Is it bad that I look at the plane to see if it's newer or older?
It's a little
don't blame you.
paranoid.
Sorry, Yukon. Jeez, bad
All right,
start.
here we go.
Well, let's start the insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Man Cave, the next edition of the Sid's View podcast. Mother Nature screwed us out of anything on Saturday, but Friday at Stafford happened, and we got lots to talk about. Diego's in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah, man, I spent my weekend in North Carolina trying to watch a little flow in Stafford. I'm looking ready to talk about it.
Oh, okay, very nice. Yes, we got the Reminator here on the controls, ready to roll.
am I going to be the one doing this?
Well, you know, Kyle Ricky sent me some video thing. I couldn't understand what he said. I must have had bad service, so I guess it's you.
Yo, yo, yo! It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here with my boys. Let's do this.
All right, down in the bullpen. We're going to go a little old school with the intro this time.
Aloha, Mr. Hahn.
Your main man, Bobby, back in the house once again. And Sid, it's no bowling shirt, but I'll be damned if I can't look good in a little olive green action. Military, if you will. Military.
That's how you do it. Looking sharp, my friend. And so is the guy over there on the news desk.
Where's my super suit?
Rocco reigns supreme while Tech rained on a few drivers' parade, and, well, it rained a lot. You know what I'm saying. We'll talk about it on the weekly update.
All right, we'll get back to you in a little bit there, my friend. Welcome to the Old Man Cave. Happy to have you here on a Tuesday night. You know how we do it. You want to get in that live chat, though. You're going to become a member. You want to go to youtube.com/sidview/join. As you know, you're going to want to do that on a desktop. Avoid those nasty fees you get if you do it on your smartphone. But you want to get the live chat hopping already here, Diego. Do I read that right? Does it say 74 people?
Beautiful.
That's unbelievable. That's great.
Thank you.
All right. Happy to have in the CONT Grand Prix hot seat. He's been waiting a while to get into the studio here. Our main man, Nick Anglace, is in the house. What's up, buddy?
You better start waving those black flags. I'm in the house, baby. Let's start some controversy.
Yes, here we go. All right. Let's get the ticker going. Our friends over there, Mid-State Site Development. corners always do us
Oh,
nice
that's
there.
awesome.
Top 5 will be scrolling there on the bottom of your screen, which is basically Stafford. Luckily that we had something coming in, huh? Because
Yeah.
Saturday was just a complete washout. Diego, what was your weekend like here, buddy?
Man, we went down and, I love supporting Brody. And so we flew out Thursday, flew home Sunday.
Yeah.
A little disappointed with the outcome, but it was overall a great weekend.
Yeah, there was a lot of, and we'll get into it there, but there's a lot of good before the bad with Brody.
yeah,
He was
for
looking
sure.
good, yeah. Real quick, before we get to our man Bonssa over there at the news desk, let's check out some chalkboard chatter, shall we? It was a quick one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, not so subtle double meaning here. We'll be getting into that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get back to that a little later. I think we got we'll get into that discussion there in a little bit. But let's get things going over there with the Stafford results.
It's the Dale Hedquist Motorsports weekly update, and we go to Stafford Speedway. They were the only weekly race that happened the entire weekend. We start in the SK Modified. Keith Rocco took the lead early in the 40-lap feature and held off a hard-charging Marcello Refrano to score his 75th career SK Modified win at Stafford. The victory marks 20 straight seasons in which Rocco has won an SK feature at Stafford.
That's better than Kyle Busch.
One of the GOATs, man.
It's funny you say that because I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I think that word online is thrown around way too much.
Yeah, probably right.
Right? When somebody wins, they're like, oh, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like it's thrown around way too much.
It's almost become tongue-in-cheek at this point.
It
It's used like
has.
semi-ironically
Well,
now.
But
We
yours
did-
is spot on.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and
Like,
Keith,
one of
Keith
the
is.
greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In SK modified racing in our era, and I know you guys want to probably play that song for me, but the guy,
You're good.
he deserves it, man. That dude is so badass in an SK. You can't ever count him out.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I think about when, like the old timers, they'll talk about, the real old timers talk about Ed Flemke, or they'll talk about Richie Evans, talk about Stefanik.
Yeah,
Rocco's the guy that I will bring up.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
Right? And
Same here.
and I think, obviously I saw a lot of Teddies too, but especially us at the Bowl. I
Yeah.
mean, we just saw Rocco destroy
that.
people for a decade.
Yeah.
Piss you
Yeah.
off every week.
In 2 different divisions.
Yes.
People forget how nasty he was in the late models.
yeah.
4 championships in the late
Dude,
models
I
down there.
remember one time he showed up at the track in Fern's car, right? He said,
Yeah.
Diego, can you give me a hand real quick? I said, what's up? They had tech the week before. He's so busy in his shop. They rolled the car in, the late model, never put the tranny back in, the clutch or nothing. They unrolled it out of the trailer from the previous Saturday,
Yeah.
put everything in, and went out, whipped everybody's
Yeah.
ass again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's been the guy for my entire relatively short life, and just when you think he's starting to taper off a little bit, it's just an instant return to form. I mean, it's already happened. Feels like 2 times since we started this show.
Yeah, he's the measuring stick, right?
Really
I mean,
is.
Yeah, 20 years. There's not a lot of people that can say that. I think there's 3 people at the Speedbowl. Is there anybody else that's done that at? How many seasons did Teddy win there?
Teddy won 29 straight years. He won an SK feature from 1986, and then 2014. That was his last year in that streak, and then he went winless in 2015.
I mean,
and then
that-
won again in 16 and 17.
That's in play for Keith, right? I mean,
9 more years.
if he keeps winning, why would he stop
Yeah,
racing?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's burning the candle on both ends there with the
Yeah.
rentals and
Well, here's the thing with Rocco too, that I don't know how long he'll race, especially when his kid gets going in the bigger cars in the future. But Teddy, he was taken off in his 40s and 50s,
I know.
and he was 59, I believe, and he was still winning races when he
was
passed
still-
away.
He was
Yeah.
still intimidating.
Rocco is 40, 41 years old, around
Right.
there.
41.
He's got plenty
Uh,
ahead if he wants to stick with it.
He'll be able to do it. I really think it's going to be, like you said, a call on a more personal side, whether he wants to hang it up. I don't think there's going to be some
Well,
dramatic taper off.
The only difference is here. Teddy didn't have any kids,
Right.
right? So Teddy was busy with obviously with Mike at the transmission shop, but
Yeah.
I know Keith. Like I talked to him a day before they tested last week. He had all hands on deck in the shop. Marcello, everybody over
Yeah.
there putting cars together
he brought that up.
just
Yeah.
so they could go test at the Speedbowl
Right.
the next day. Like there's no time for what he's doing. and like Nick could attest to this. Like, could you imagine doing that all week, never touching your stuff, and then just showing up and beating everybody on Saturday,
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
or Friday night? You know, it's
Right.
just hard to do.
Yeah.
And
I-
yeah,
I
good
mean,
for him.
you know, I don't, and this isn't to disparage anybody else,
Yeah.
but I think back to those times at the bowl, like he was always the smartest guy with the most well-prepared car,
No
right?
doubt.
And a lot of that has to do with obviously he was building racing engine back then for a living, but he was always just so dialed in to the racing.
It's amazing.
And even though, and we'll have something a little later actually, where there is a little social aspect to him, but a lot of times when you see him at the track, even before the KRR days, he was all business,
Oh, yeah.
and clearly, obviously, it pays off. It was
For sure.
yeah, no surprise when he just kept winning.
I will say this. I feel like the last couple years he's been more up and down, but Marcello, the first couple weeks, he has
Fast.
shown a lot
Bro, I
of
picked him on the
speed.
opener. Like
Yeah.
I just knew
Fast.
he was going to be quick.
You knew he had a top 2 car
Yeah.
opening weekend,
Yeah.
and he went from 14th to 2nd and probably used his stuff up trying to get through traffic before finally getting to Keith.
Yep.
But that 88 car has shown a lot of speed early on this year, and if he keeps that up, he's going to be fighting for a championship.
Oh yeah.
I love those Rafano cars, man. They are
Oh, yeah.
beautiful cars.
They
Yeah,
are.
they've been the same way a long time. But
Yeah.
and also I know Stassi was over there last year a little bit helping him. But
Yeah.
I think Marcello's doing a lot of his own stuff now. And
Family operation.
yeah,
it
and
seems
a
like. Yeah.
couple of the old guys from the '97 team back in the day, Frank Rocco, they're over there with him.
Yep.
Which are good guys. Jim Regan and all those guys are all buddies of mine, and I know they're having a good time right now.
Yeah.
Well, Dylan Kopech finished 3rd in that feature. Anthony Flannery finished 4th, but they were both disqualified from the event due to post-race tech infractions. Kopech was disqualified for not meeting minimum ride height, while Flannery was disqualified for having too much left side weight. That's a bummer for both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, Kopech, he's had very little luck in the SKs, and he looked stout last Friday.
Yeah.
So it's really unfortunate
Yeah.
that the ride height, it probably wasn't by that much, but rules are rules.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it bit him.
That's the great thing that that everybody's going to get the same treatment. You
Yeah.
know? And so if you're low, you're low.
Right.
I hate that thing where they say, I love to see Flannery running good, and it's unfortunate, and so with Kopech.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
if you let it go for him, and then next week Anglace, they don't let him go, there's a problem, right? And you're creating your own problems here.
Yeah.
So it's great that they're sticking to the rules, and I don't care if it's an 1/8 inch and you're trying to pry it under there.
Right.
The rule is the rule.
Yeah, it is. It is really sad for Kopech though, because he really brought the show in that race. Him and Rafrano had a pretty entertaining little run-in where he absolutely blasted Rafrano off into 3.
Yeah, because
That was something- that
Rafrano
was
jammed
great.
himself
Yep.
down to the bottom.
Even
Yeah.
Flannery, though, he needs good runs. He runs great at Waterford.
And he's been showing speed the first 2 weeks too,
Oh, yeah.
because he was up there battling for the lead in the Sizzler with Owen and Vassar, and then got stuck on the outside and fell back.
Right.
But he was fast then, and he was really fast on Friday.
Yeah. Unfortunate for those guys.
Listen, it's an infraction. I'm sure those two will bounce back
Oh, yeah.
and still have a lot of speed. Let's go to the late models. Adam Gray, talk about someone bouncing back. He rebounded from a last place finish on opening day, leading wire to wire from the pole on Friday to take the victory.
Damn, he was last on open. I mean, I was wondering how the hell he was still 7th in points after the win. I was like, damn, he must have really had not a great opener.
We're down there at A Speedway. We got it on in the TV, and I'm watching. I'm like, damn. Adam said he didn't need a clip, but he didn't look good in the heat race, right? And I'm like, look at him. That thing's probably all jammed up. I'm looking good with Gambacorta tonight. That's what I was thinking. Feature comes out. I'm like, God damn, what the hell did they do to that car from the heat to the feature?
Well, we thought about that too, but in the last few laps of that heat, Adam turned up the wick and he ran a 21.3 in a
Really?
late model. It's a really fast time.
Yeah.
Buffoni ran a 21.2. So the 97 was there. They had a little bit of a brake issue, I guess, but it didn't matter. And I think Gambacorta, and Meyer were very close.
Yeah.
They were pretty much running similar lap times where Gray he's so crafty, he's so cunning
you
that
can't-
he can
listen,
hold them off.
You better be real good
Yeah.
to knock him off the lead
Yeah.
with 5:10 to go. you better be
Right.
on your game because he's like he said, he's that old enduro driver.
Yep.
He's driven everything and anything with fenders.
Right.
And you better be on top of your game to get him. And I knew, Gamba Corda was outside on that last restart, and Gamba Corda doesn't run great up there. He gets in line, then he picks it up. But I think Meyer was third.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, that's going to be a race for second, and then 97 is going to run away. And that's exactly what happened.
Meyer tried.
Yeah.
He got up to his back
Yeah.
bumper, but
Meyer's been running great, dude.
yeah,
he's got
back-to-back
one coming.
podiums.
Oh, yeah, that dude has been running great, man.
Well, that's a rare case for Meyer where he's having a good start in the late models.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of bad starts.
Well, they built that brand new car.
Yeah.
Listen, remember Adam Gray last year built that new car, and he came
Yeah.
out of the gate. Remember?
he was
Bob,
having a tough time.
Me and you were like, Adam Gray's going to sweep up everything, and he came out just striking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slow
Right.
start.
So
Really
then
slow.
bringing the backup, his old car back out, and Chris Meyer is very lucky.
Right.
You can't take that stuff for granted.
Right. No, but
Right?
I mean, Adam, that was 2 years in a row for Adam that he came out with a slow start. I was like, Adam, have you maybe thought about doing this at the beginning of the year? I mean, you got to
Yeah.
save me and Diego the pickup somehow.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
Chris Buffoni also has a brand new car, and he's been fast, but he was caught up in a little kerfuffle during the late model feature. So what we're going to show you the excursion between him and Michael Bennett, but we're going to show the battle for that fourth spot in the laps leading up to the incident before showing the incident. Go ahead, Remy.
Oh, boy.
This is Buffoni's in car.
Okay.
Little bump there.
He's there.
No room.
He's hardly there.
Try again. Bennett slides up, comes back down,
Same deal.
can't complete the pass.
Keep in mind, every lap that goes on, you're getting a little bit more pissed.
Yeah.
A little bit more pissed.
The cortisol spiking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Try to move in turn one. No hole. Bonk.
Oh, another one there.
This is building, and you can see it building. Another one right there.
He sails it off in there a little bit more each time.
And then 10 to go.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Here's a look at
This is the outside view. We got two replays from the outside.
Bennett has the position.
I don't know,
coming into
man.
the turn.
He got bumped.
Yep.
I
wait
said
That's
for
right.
it.
Yeah.
Flies
I think you
to
about
the
summed it up there,
Perhaps
Bonza.
we've got another look at it. Different angle this time.
So
I'm not sure how Buffoni wasn't penalized.
Because he didn't say it on the radio.
like Priest.
Yeah, right. So what is the 19 supposed to do? Just move over?
I don't know.
Right? Is he supposed to say, okay, come on, you could go by. I'm going to get back in line now. Like, he works on his car just as hard as the 07, right? So he's just supposed to let it. I mean, I like Buffoni because those guys just won the week before. They are fast.
He's a hell of a driver.
And they're on their game. But you can't just go out and smash guys every corner and then dump them and then say, oh, you were blocking me, so that gives me the right to put you in the fence, put a rear clip on the car. To me, that's not right. Maybe I would have done that when I was younger. But as I get older, I think the trick is to pass somebody, and if you're going to move them, not to mess up your front bumper, not to mess up their car, and get by.
All you kids watching right now, wanting to get to this level, don't do that.
Don't do that. And then to not get penalized.
Yeah.
Right. How do you go in and just blatantly clean the guy out because now you're pissed? Like, I feel like the 19, like if I was in the 19, he had every right to be pissed because he just got beat like a step kid.
Where did that come
I'm
from?
just saying.
Oh
For
my
like
Tell us how you really
for
feel.
3 laps. I mean, he had his hands crossed up. He's back and forth, so on and well. I wouldn't let him by after that either.
He was pretty upset in his interview,
He
to
should
say
have
the
been.
least.
He should have been, and I just get passionate because I love racing. And as you watch it, I put myself in the 19 seat for a minute. And I mean, I don't know if Nick would feel the same way, but if somebody was behind him constantly peppering, you're like, one shot, okay. Second shot, damn, that's getting kind of rough.
Yeah.
Third shot, like, what are you doing? Fourth shot, you're spun in the fence. And now you got to put a rear clip on.
If you truly have a better car, you'll get by.
Right.
Like, you don't need to move somebody. If your car is so good that you're going to get by and you're going to go and do anything after that, go on to win the race, you'll get by them without having to use the bumper.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're having to beat the bumper off and move them out of the way, then you're probably pretty even, where it's not even worth doing something like that.
No, I mean, props to Bennett, though. I mean, he kind of took it in stride, at least in the interview. I thought as much of a stride as you could take that in, being taken out.
Well, you just hope that
No middle fingers?
No, not yet.
No double birds.
You just hope somebody like Buffoni, because he's a young, great talent, can just take from that situation, and him and Bennett could hopefully talk and just and patch that up, because Buffoni's going to be there all year.
Yeah.
He is real fast.
Yeah.
And he's got to learn to not do that. And Bennett's a crafty veteran there almost. And he's been there a long time.
He's not an easy pass.
He's not an easy pass.
He knows what he's doing.
He's a champ. He knows what he's doing.
No, they'll patch it up though. I mean, Buffoni, he has the advantage of not having dark energy. I would say a lot of the late model guys that kind of have this energy about them. I feel like he's not. He doesn't appear that way. Although maybe not yet.
I mean, they're probably sitting watching this like Diego's got this all wrong.
I don't think Buffoni. I don't think that was blatant. I don't think he would do that with that intent. I mean, he might have tried to bump him. It's just bumping in the entry of the corner is a very audacious thing to do. But the fact of the matter is, he hit him.
Right.
Like he got into him.
Anybody, from a driver's standpoint, I don't think anybody actually drives it in there with the intent of wrecking you and destroying your car and making you go home with a rear clip that needs to be fixed.
A few.
You want. Sometimes your goal is like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get into him a little hard, get him loose, he'll wash up the track, and that'll be the end of that. And then it just sometimes doesn't work out.
He washed up the track, all right.
He did.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate.
I was surprised he didn't get black flagged.
I'm shocked too. I mean, it's so tough. Whoever's in the tower, I'm not sure who's doing that stuff, but the week prior with the 81 and the 75 getting their spot back, it's like, so I just want to, Stafford has such a great product there, and you hate to see things start, because what happens, you don't do something to Buffoni, right? We just talked about this in tech.
You worried that something's going to happen later on.
So what happens when it happens this week, but then you black flag and throw the guy out?
Right.
So then people are pissed, right? What are we doing here? You let him get away with it last week, and we watched the video, because with cameras today, when you had Sid's view, I've watched that in-car cam today. It was put up by, I forgot where it was, but I kept watching it. I was like, wow, he's really gotten into him lap after lap after lap, and then turned him and doesn't get penalized. It almost opens the floodgates for the next week. Almost, is that acceptable or not? Whose call is it to call that he's blocking, right? If that's happening. Right? Who's making that decision? Bennett could be driving his ass off, trying so hard to maintain his position. He's not blocking. He's driving as hard as he can.
Right.
Yep. I don't know. It gets me a little crazy.
It'll be a little.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what develops in the next coming weeks with that whole deal, because Bennett basically said he doesn't forget.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going to the SK Light Modifieds, Robert Bloxham III took advantage of a restart shuffle to swipe the lead and pulled away from the field to score the win.
Mm-hmm.
Man, them KRR cars.
Fast.
Yeah. Even the 09, if that went caution-free, I would not count out that being the winning car.
Cassandra was fast.
Yeah, it looked
Cassandra
like
Cole
she
was very fast.
holding the gap.
If she can get out front, it's racecraft that she has to work on, with all these guys coming in, because there's hungry drivers out there.
Yeah.
And if you slip up and wait, they're coming. Like this guy, whether it's 3 wide top or bottom.
Lap 2, baby.
Yeah, there's no time to wait, right? Because everybody's the Bloxhams, the Bennetts, they're hard to pass.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get them early. If you don't get them early, you're chasing.
Yeah. It's just Cassandra had that one mistake going into turn 1 where the car just didn't stick to the bottom. I know she got pushed down the front straightaway, but that thing did not turn. And poor Charlene got swept up the track in the middle of that too. But once she got settled in, her and Jason Finkbein was really fast. He finished right behind you, Nick. He was right there. Mm-hmm. So those are a couple drivers who had their cars destroyed in open practice that have rebounded nicely since then and are running well. But Bloxham, He was off the first weekend at the Sizzler. That car was, listen, from turn 4, you could see that thing fishtailing through the corner. But they got that car ironed out, and it was fast. Matthews got up to second, but he was not gaining time on blocks him at the end.
That's that's a guy that you might have to worry about this year, Nick.
No.
Is
No, not even a little bit.
Matthews, though, is consistently.
Chris Matthews, I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
How was your race?
I was good. I had a broken right front shock. So I just dumped over on the right front, just taking all the drive out of the left rear. No biggie. P4.
All right.
A little loose.
A little loose.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it. I'm like, this thing's sick right
You love driving a loose car.
Sick.
But no, and kudos to the SK Lights. You know, they had it a little bit rough the first week with that big pileup in turn 4. They only had 2 cautions.
Yep.
And so they
How many cars did they have this week?
32.
Wow.
That's a good showing for them.
Back up there again.
Yeah. Going to the limited late models, Gary Patnode also rebounded from a bad opening day. He led every lap from the pole last week to claim the victory.
Dude, it's hard to not root for him just because his post race is always
He's
so
funny.
awesome. He starts pointing out in the crowd, hey, it's so great. You can't hate him.
He's always fast enough to win 1 or 2.
Yes.
You know, he always is fast. He's got a really pretty car.
Yeah.
And he's always fast.
Did you enjoy our guy there, Rich?
I didn't get a chance
to
see.
go back and.
No, I didn't go back and watch. I did get a chance to watch Patnode get all excited. That stuff gets me all amped up, though. I love it, dude. Yeah.
And now Hammond was closing.
Yeah.
Hammond was almost there with a couple laps to go. And I remember a couple years ago, Hammond caught Patnode from 3 seconds back and passed him on the last lap. I thought, oh, gosh, is this deja vu? But Patnode told me when I texted him that he said, not happening this time. No, it's good for him. What I love, the podium. We've always talked about the young guns in racing, you know, including our guest.
Yep.
But
when does that stop being young gun?
I don't know. You're 24. You're young enough.
No, you got to.
You're starting to get to the older category, though. The youngins.
Right, you're going to take that one.
Wow.
Listen,
to the young gun. Does old gun not roll off the tongue as well? I mean, come on.
Well, listen. The podium in the limited late models: Gary Patnode, Rich Hammond, Dwayne Provost.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of experience in racing between those 3. And to me, I loved it because I feel like we don't always give the wily veterans enough credit when credit is due. They deserve all the credit for how they did this past weekend.
I was informed by the Ricker of an interesting stat. The average age of that podium, I believe, was 57.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Gary Patnode and Rich Hammond are 60, and Dwayne Provost is 53.
Wow.
Yeah. And Provost, first time racing weekly in 4 or 5 years.
I don't remember seeing his name for a while.
Well, like the last couple of years?
Yeah.
Yeah, he stepped away since 2022, just doing his own thing after the late model deal didn't go too well. But he came back, teamed up with RJ Serdell, his second race back, finishes 3rd.
Yeah, good for him.
Yep.
2-time champion for a reason. Let's go to the street stocks. The theme continues. After crashing out of the lead with a few laps to go in the season opener, Brandon Warren dominated the 20-lap feature to get the win.
Flashing his brand new Sid's View podcast decals at Victory Lane, too. That's what I'm talking about.
Car's fast.
Yeah, he is fast, man.
I picked him a week late. God damn it, Brandon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Ryan Waterman, he didn't have the best of showing, but he told me that he had no front brakes. No front brakes. All he had was rear brakes. And I told him, like, you don't need front brakes. You drive that thing with the back end out all the time anyways. It don't make a difference. But, yeah, he was driving that car with no front brakes and basically had to hang on to that car, especially under braking.
You know what the great part is I've been following Warren a little bit because, you know, all winter he posts on Facebook and all the work they've been doing, building another car. And I enjoy seeing that. Like, I really enjoy the pleasure of putting together nice stuff and a good car and taking pride in all that. Then he come out with a beautiful car this year.
Yep.
And that thing didn't lack in the speed department at all. You know, so good for those guys for putting the work in. They deserve everything they're getting because they put the work in to get there.
And remember, he was leading late week 1. He had gotten by Waterman with 5 laps to go.
His teammate got him.
Yeah, Cody got loose and caught him in the left rear and spun them both out. But that speed is there, and I think it's going to be there throughout the year. Colton had a good bounce back, finishing 2nd after he spun the last lap. Brent Gleason had a great run as well on the podium.
Those guys always will, though.
Yeah.
You know, they're good streeters, Gleason and
crafty veterans.
Crafty, man. Like even when their car's off, they know how to get in the right spot.
Uh-huh.
And they always seem to be in a good spot They don't really wreck that often. Are they just good at what they do?
In that division, there's going to be no margin for error this year
Yeah.
in the championship. All right. Saturday's weekly racing events at the New London Waterford Speedbowl and CONT Speedway were rained out. Star Speedway Saturday event, which included the American Canadian Tour, Pro All-Star Series North, and New England Super Modified Series, was also rained out.
You can suck it.
Sorry. The Pass North and the New England Super Modified races have been rescheduled for Sunday, May 24th, while the ACT race has been added to the Sunday, June 14th event at Star Speedway.
All right, we'll do little points. Take a look at things here as we got a busy week ahead. Let's take a look at where we're at here. If we go to Stafford, we got Mikey Flynn atop the SK Mods here.
Yep.
The early
Listen,
going.
you look at the points. I was looking at this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's 2 championship contenders. I know it's only 2 races,
1-2.
but they're right back at
They
it.
did
again.
not miss a beat.
It goes to show that Mikey Flynn was no fluke.
No,
No.
definitely
Right?
not.
No fluke.
No.
And JP, too. He didn't have a great running. I mean, 7th, we're saying he's not a great running for
He
him.
was stuck in
Yeah.
traffic. He
But-
and Owen.
But you know, those
That
guys.
speaks to where he's at now,
That's
right?
what I'm
His
saying.
Yeah.
7th place finish is not a good night.
Right.
Yeah.
How about Glenn Reen? 5th.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's impressive.
So we got Buffoni and Meyer. I guess Buffoni technically has got the win, right? So he would get the tiebreaker there.
Yep.
Yes.
And then Lafayette with a tiebreaker over his cousin there in the limiteds. Waterman's got a 6-point lead in the streeters. And our man Anglace, 4 behind the craftiest of veterans in the SK
yeah.
Lights, Chris Matthews. Let's take a quick look here as we got stuff going on. Just a little refresher here. JDL Motorsports. Big thanks, by the way, to Myers Creamery for the Stafford points. JDL Motorsports here for some touring. MRS and the Supermods, nothing to report yet for their seasons. We got McKennedy leading the tri-track. Copsix going into CONT this week with a 7-point edge over Austin Beers. Gabe Brown's leading the ACT Tour. Or the ACT, sorry, Bonssa. I don't want you to get excited
Thank
about
you.
that. Yep.
Good catch.
DJ Shaw leading the pass. And then over here, Randy Cabral, double duty with the Midget Series. Randy Burrs, a 2-point lead over Burt Willett in the trucks. Jeremy Sorrell and Randy Clark leading their respective series. And then we need a refresher. Thanks to our friends at Chassis Pro back
All right.
as a podcast
Oh.
sponsor. Big thanks to Todd Owen and the gang as we head into Thompson tomorrow, which looks like it's going to be a go after some iffy stuff you were seeing on your weather app. It doesn't seem like that's going to be an issue. Keith Rocco is leading the Sunoco mods. A man, Kevin Davis, with an 8-point lead in the lights. Matt Lewinsky low in the elite models. And Austin Erickson leading the streeters. That's your point updates. We will have Waterford and CONT back next week. Bonssa, back over to you.
Continuing the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update, we go down south to Ace Speedway on Saturday, May 9th for the Cars Tour Pro Late Model Race. Brody Monahan, who came into this race second in points, crashed out of the event late in the running, winding up 21st.
Ouch.
I have the video of the incident, so let's watch that.
All right.
I'm not sure if Diego wants to.
Yeah, here we go. He gets biffed right here. Look at boom.
Oh man.
Keelan Harvick comes in here, cleans out the 6.
Oh, the pain just keeps building here.
Oh,
Oh my. Hey, it could have been worse.
1, 2 in points right there in the fence.
The 6 of Walters came in as the point leader.
Yeah, man. It's so unfortunate. You know, we practiced all day Friday. You know, we were at the top of the charts, then 5th. It's all depends on people are mocking up and putting stickers on it. It's all over the place, but we knew we had a good car. And that's the one track. Brody, I think, finished second there last year.
Yep.
It's the one track he couldn't wait to go back to.
Really?
And if you
Damn.
watched him race through that race, it was like a continuance from Caraway. Remember Caraway started once Connor Jones had got to him.
Yeah.
He got real aggressive.
Right.
He made great passes all day from Keelan Harvick, who's really good. It's so hard to pass. And at one point in that race, Caden Honeycutt won, and he was just awesome all weekend. But we were the quickest car on the track before the competition break. And so, when we restarted 4th, I'm on top of the hauler like, oh my God, who called that? You know, who called that? Because this isn't going to be good because everybody gets together and everybody thinks they're as fast as you for 3 laps.
Yeah.
And then they come in there, they're like 3 wide. You've seen them hammering.
Yeah.
It's like that until you fall in line and then they can't touch you and you drive away.
Right.
And, you know, it's hard to pass. So with 20 to go, they're just hammer time.
I'll tell you what, man, he was impressive. I watched him, I don't know, what did you say? Maybe it was 10 laps?
Yeah.
Working over Harvick
Yeah.
before he got by him. And I was just impressed, man. He was just kept his composure. Obviously, it was a hard pass, but he eventually got by him. And I was just impressed, man. He was looking really good. It's just a bummer that's how it ended because he was just looking really good that whole race.
You know what's amazing to me is a lot of these kids on those tours down there, like there's a lot of young kids. Like I see some kids walking around and I'm like, is he 12?
Right.
Right. Damn, how old is that kid?
Like, have you even written a 5-paragrapher
like
yet? Like,
Chase
what?
James, he's like, he has these little white glasses.
Well, Harvick looks like he's really young.
They
Yeah.
are, right?
Yeah.
But they get in the car and they like wheel these cars. Like I'm like, this is unbelievable. And I think a lot of them are on simulators nonstop. Like Brody shows up at some of these tracks, like Caraway's never been there. Top 5 in speed. Off the trailers, 28 cars.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how's that possible?
Right.
Right.
I don't even know how that's possible, but, you know, I'm just going to say this. I'm really proud of the team. They bring a top 5 car. I don't care if there's 30 cars or 20 cars. They bring a top 5 car to every single racetrack, and it makes a lot of fun for Uncle Diego to go and watch and chat with Brody and talk about racecraft, you know, during late model practice. It's just been a great time. It's just unfortunate that it ended that way.
He was in a no-win situation
Yeah.
because it's either you back off, let the 6 back in line, and lose 6 spots.
That's what I'm saying. You go back to 10th.
Yeah, right.
The race is over.
Yeah.
The race is over at that point.
Well, Nick, in the SK Lights, you know what it's like to get boxed in when they're 2x2 like
Right.
that.
It's frustrating.
How much patience do you need?
You need a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, even this past week,
You were stuck.
I was stuck, but it was like going 3 wide on the top. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life. And the fact that I didn't end up wrecked was like, okay. So, yeah, it's.
I mean, you could imagine being late in a run, you restart 4th, and second place. Let's pick somebody. Missed a shift, and you.
Oh, really? That's how we want to go with this.
And
You know, you do realize that 2 weeks ago I was running 4th and second place missed a shift, right?
and you fall back to 8th, and now you got to pull some bonsairs. You know,
Yeah.
that's just what happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, Jake Johnson was in that race,
Bro.
and he finished second.
Listen to this. I'm walking through. So they have this whole deal there on the Cars Tour. The horn blows really loud. It's crew chief meeting. Horn blows really loud. It's driver's meeting.
Like an air horn?
Air horn.
Oh,
wicked,
what?
wicked loud. That's how it is. Everybody's sitting around.
All right.
When the horn blows, you have to go over to the tech shack.
This
There's
race?
just like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then they drop the trailers. Then they give a horn to drop the tailgates because it's all timed. You know, you can
Yeah.
open the trailer at 11.
Like the modified tour.
Right. I walk by, and I'm like, I see like, it's like a regular enclosed trailer. Everybody let it go stacker. This one's a regular enclosed trailer. Drop the door, and I see like Lynn's propane or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is that? And I walk in, and there's Andy and Jake, and I'm like, oh my God, what are you guys doing? They're like, well, we just wanted to break the car in because they want to go run the snowflake down at Pensacola.
Oh, he's
I
won that
think
race
they're in
before.
good shape.
Yeah, so
I
they-
think they'll be all right.
They
Yeah.
built a brand new car with GMS. Tony Uri was there with them all day.
No kidding.
Right. And I said to Brody, we're sitting there. There's a couple times in practice, it was either Jake's on top of the charts or we were. And I said, well, you're going to have to race that car later. That's for damn sure. Jake, I'm going to just say this. First off, I had great conversation with Andy Johnson. They're a great family. Jake Johnson is impressive as all hell.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what he gets in, he's down there against them, whether he's on the Monaco Tri-Track Series. And I said to him, hey, listen, I apologize for not giving you credit because I remember at the Icebreaker, he had like 5th or 6th. And I'm like, well, he didn't really have a Jake Johnson kind of day because I expect him to be
up front.
Oh, absolutely.
To be up front. And
Right.
he's like, yeah, we tried something. It didn't work. We had good results for not working too good.
Yeah.
It was something like that kind of conversation. But, yeah, those guys did a great job down there.
I tell you what, Jake said in his interview on the front stretch when they asked him, where did you come from? He said, I learned from the Tour Type Modified, saving your tires and going at the end when it matters most.
He really did show
Yeah.
up at the end.
Right. That's what matters.
Yeah, he left Lapovich. Caden Honeycutt was really good, and because he does the same stuff.
Yeah.
But he was, I mean, it was like quarter of a car a lap, and I'm like, is he going to get there? I don't know if he's going to get there, but great showing for that team.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Honeycutt actually right now. So we go to Watkins Glen. The NASCAR Truck Series was there on Friday. Gio Ruggiero was leading late in the race when he was penalized for jumping the restart after Brendan Butterbean Queen gave Ruggiero a push prior to reaching the restart zone. Ruggiero had to go to the back and wound up 15th at the finish. The CONT Massachusetts driver sits 4th in the standings, 55 points behind the leader and race winner, Caden Honeycutt. And just want to say, Caden Honeycutt won the ARCA race at Watkins Glen, won the truck race at Watkins Glen, both on Friday, and then won both the Cars Tour Pro late model and late model stock race at Ace on Saturday.
Yeah, I heard his name a lot this weekend. I didn't even hear about the cars. I mean, damn.
It's impressive. I mean, you have to be good.
Yeah.
You just flat out have to be good.
Yeah.
And if you listen to his post-race interview, he's like, he had such a great day on Friday. He kind of said, like, we were up hanging out having beers till 4.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, so how much sleep did you get?
Seriously.
Before you came to Ace?
Right.
You got to be good to win one of those.
One
of those 4. I'm doing all 4 of them in the same week.
Seriously.
No, I know we're talking about him a lot, but it still kind of feels like he's underrated. I mean, to go from Ace to winning it at Watkins Glen, I mean, there's almost no crossover there. Like, it's entirely different skill sets.
Well, the problem is, I feel bad for him because his truck team was so nasty last year
With
Heim. Like, they just won all the time, and so
the pressure's
The
on.
expectation is like through the roof.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like, what can he do? He's finishing second all the time and leading late in a run and just hasn't been able to seal the deal. So when I heard he won, I was real happy for him because he needed that.
What's unfortunate was Gio was up front with a few laps to go, and then, well, Remy.
Yeah, I'll show it.
He gets the gas, but man, it is very
He is the
close to
leader.
front of this-
Right side
this
row,
restart
front
zone. Here
truck.
comes
Watch
bump,
the second
bam.
truck behind him.
It is
Bumped
kind
him
of a bang play
right before the
there.
restart zone.
I mean,
That's a tough call to make.
It's an old short track trick.
Yeah.
So they tap you, and then you go and they tap you.
Right. But, I mean, Butterbean just bumped Ruggiero right before the 17 hit that white line. I mean, he went, but he didn't go. Like, he didn't hit the gas. He received a mechanical gas. Like, it was a push.
right.
Yeah.
And Ruggiero did nothing
Yeah.
wrong.
I mean, plus, if you're getting slammed by the guy behind, you kind of think, oh, it's probably time to go. Just, reflexive. You probably think it's time to go at that
You're
point.
so close to the box right there.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, like, you get slammed like that so close to the box. I mean, you're thinking, like, damn, I must be in the box. My nose is in the
Exactly.
box.
Right.
But
And Ruggiero was not happy about it afterwards.
Listen,
I don't blame him.
that kid, though, honestly, he shows up to every truck race.
Yeah.
He is in the mix.
Yeah.
Every
He's having a good year.
race.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he got big set of kahunas because he'll throw it in there 3-4 wide, big fast tracks, and he doesn't look at anybody as anything but a car.
He passed Connor Zillage.
Yeah,
And he's one of the best road course racers in NASCAR, period.
yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him because I know him personally, and it's great.
It's good to see him doing
run.
well.
Come up.
Yeah. In the NASCAR O'Reilly Series on Saturday, I mentioned earlier Glenn Reen 5th in the SK Modified points. He drove up to Watkins Glen after the race on Friday night at Stafford and finished 30th in the O'Reilly race. He was able to get up to 23rd, but had to pit in the closing laps for fuel. Connor Zillage scored the victory after a last lap pass on Jesse Love.
Last quarter pass.
Yes.
Dude, we were over. So I went up there and I was in the pits.
Yep.
And we're standing at the RCR box.
Right.
And I felt so bad because I'm like, I bring my cousin to her first NASCAR race. So I'm showing her the whole experience of the pits and how it is.
Right.
And I'm like, you want to see the team celebrate?
Oh, no.
You said that? Come on. You did him
I
in, brother.
jinxed it.
You did him in.
So I'm like, yeah, all the sponsors are getting ready. They're all getting excited. And we got to just see everybody simultaneously in the last corner just go.
Yeah, I mean that is a classic Watkins Glen move. I can't even remember how many times I've seen it done, but it's
He
just
killed him through the bus stop.
Right
Through the bus stop, he
Zillage?
gained so much time through there.
Anytime through those big braking zones,
Yeah.
he just ate that gap up. I mean, Zillage is just so good on road courses in general. But Love was like super emotional afterwards. He really wanted that win.
Hey, we got to go back to the truck race here. Our man, Rich Keeter, NASCAR official in the truck series. Says the penalty was rescinded after further review, but they couldn't give him his spot back. Because
Are you
he
kidding
pitted.
me?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh, no kidding. Oh.
Are you
That's
kidding
gotta
me?
sting
Oh,
even
what
like
is-
10 times more.
What even is the point of rescinding it at that point? You may as well just let it fly.
Thanks for that clarification. I did
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I did not hear about that.
Wow.
Is that like when the NFL says on Tuesday that that was pass interference? Sorry, we didn't call it. Or something.
Right, the game's already over.
It's like you call pass interference and you're ready to rescind the penalty, but they played the next play.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the down part about racing and human
Yeah,
decision
but
making.
you gotta make the
Yeah.
judgment calls.
Because if they get it wrong, man, you just killed somebody. I mean, racing wise, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. I hate it for those guys.
Going to the Cup Series on Sunday, Ryan Preece. Oh, by the way, just kudos to Glenn Reen.
Seriously.
Yeah. Let's not
Yo,
overlook
like
that.
my man is racing.
I know.
He is putting some racing work in
He is yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, and he's having a good time doing it.
Arca, Xfinity,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Stafford mods.
Yeah.
Like my man is just getting it in.
But he got up to 23rd
I know.
driving that car. That's impressive.
Yeah.
No, he's a dog, dude. I wake up Saturday morning crusty eyed, like about to post the first Stafford highlight. I'm like, I'm sorry, does that say Glenn Reen's already there?
Right.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
Right.
and he had to drive there basically overnight.
I ran into him up there, and he's like, "If I knew you were coming, you should have just rode in the car with us." I'm like, "What time did you guys leave?"
Right.
Oh, we left as soon as we left Stafford.
So they probably didn't get to
Drove right through
Watkins
the
Glen
night.
until like 3 a.m.
How long of a ride is that?
It was for us. It was like
5,
4.5
6?
hours from where I was.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a haul. So he got there probably at 2, 3 a.m. And who knows how much sleep he even got.
Right.
But good on you, Glenn. We're proud of you.
Right.
Going to the Cup Series on Sunday, Ryan Preece finished 14th after starting back in 30th and sits 13th in the standings. By the way, RFK Racing did appeal the penalty Preece received last week for his incident with Ty Gibbs at Texas Motor Speedway. Shane Van Gisbergen won the race after a phenomenal charge on fresh tires in the closing laps.
Listen, 13th for Priest don't sound so bad until you realize he would have been 9th without that penalty.
Oh, in the standings?
Yeah, I mean, with the new Chase seating format, like that's a big.
Oh, that's where he
a
would
big
be?
difference. Yeah,
Well,
he would be
yeah.
9th.
We'll see where the appeals process
Yes.
goes. Hopefully it turns out his way. But look, 30th to 13th
Right.
in the race, that's a pretty good
Yeah, it's a good
drive.
day.
They played that strategy pretty well. And Van Gisbergen was just a show.
Yeah, you want to know what I'm excited about?
What?
I bet Mike McDowell for a top 3.
Got second.
All right, Diego.
Got
Little
second.
Jack.
Nice.
He's a sleeper.
All right.
Especially at road courses.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a sleeper.
Yo, that
Uh-huh.
dude is nasty on road courses.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
He gets overlooked. He pretty much did the same thing that SVG did. It's
Right.
just he didn't win the race, so he didn't get the same attention
Right.
for doing
Yeah,
it.
Yep.
no, my friend was betting too, and I told him SVG was going to dog walk the field. I see McDowell there. I'm like, oh, he's about to make me look real stupid.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on,
'cause
don't
I
do
had
it, Michael.
I had McDowell for the win, and I'm like, yeah, let me back that up with the top 3 bet. And I was real happy about that.
I was just real curious if Gibbs could hold off SVG because Gibbs had to save fuel on old tires.
Bro.
But by the time SVG got to like 13, 14 seconds back with, 15 laps to go, it's like, oh, he's going to get there.
Gibbs has been running really good.
He
this
has
year.
been. He's been really
Even in the
fast.
early races where he didn't get the results, he was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but since the Bristol win, he's just been a threat every week.
Yeah,
It's
I thought he was
nonstop.
fast before that
Yeah.
too.
He
but-
was, yeah.
He was quick, and now he's putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
Good for those guys, man.
Yeah. And look, Priest, he has still completed every lap.
Yeah, just
Dang.
him and Reddick now are the only ones that have done that this year.
It's
Yep.
unbelievable.
In some more sad news, modified car owner Steve Mendoza passed away over the weekend. Ken Berry of Spafco Chassis, whose son Tyler has raced for Steve in the past, described him as an old school racer that did it out of his pocket, would build almost anything he could himself, and in the end was a really nice guy. Andy Jankowiak gave Mendoza a shout out in his Fox Sports 1 TV interview after winning the ARCA race at Talladega Superspeedway a few weeks ago, calling Steve his best friend.
Wow. Did you ever get a chance to meet him?
I haven't, but I talked to Sly a lot.
Yep.
And he slept over Sly's many a nights. And I know on the way back from New Smyrna, the new mod was there, and a bunch of people had gone over there because they wanted to do it for Mendoza.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was really sick. And, it touched a lot of people, man. My feeds were filling up.
Right? I know,
Same.
like you can totally measure at what an impact people had just by the amount and the heartfelt
I almost
tributes
wish I
you
got
see.
to meet him. You know,
Right.
I've never met him. He seemed like a really fun guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sad I didn't get a chance to meet him, but man, a lot of people love that dude.
Oh, Andy Jankowiak on Facebook, his post about him.
Oh, yeah, I started
was
reading that.
So many paragraphs. He
Yeah.
just couldn't make it concise as to how much Mendoza meant to him because they've known each other for they've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
And so they go way back, and you could just sense the emotion and
for sure.
how meaningful Mendoza was to Andy J and in turn a lot of other people.
He put a lot of people in his cars.
Yeah.
You know, he was truly like a racer. Like, it didn't matter, from Tyler Berry to Jankowiak. I think there's so many names that have been in the seat of that car, and he's just given him a chance. It's just been unbelievable.
A common theme with him, old school racer.
Yeah.
Did it by himself. And so people respect that a lot about him. So our condolences to the Mendoza family and the loved ones.
Of course.
Going to CONT Speedway, Justin Bonsignor is now slated to compete in Saturday's NASCAR Modified Tour event there.
Oh.
Bonsignor and the Ken Massa-owned 51 team originally planned to skip this weekend's race. The four-time champion is a winner at the Cement Palace.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's interesting.
I don't know about that. Well, I got my pick'ems go later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll get back to you on that one. Sure.
But, I mean, it's good. It's good to see Justin end up not missing a race as of now, at least, to see him competing every week.
Listen, he may come out of the gates. I mean, I know it was a rain out for everybody, but how many races has he raced in a row?
His streak is 243, I believe. It goes back to 2010.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like could you imagine how weird it's going to be for him to actually miss? He may be looking forward to it, but when that time comes and you're sitting on the couch and you're I don't know if he's going to watch, because some people that race.
I mean, yes and no. Like for that one race, yes. But like, remember when Kobe stopped racing?
Yeah.
Guy was just dominant, winning championships up the wazoo, and then he was just gone.
The sport moves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe for the first race or two, and I'm not trying to sell it short, it will definitely be different.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll move on quickly.
Yeah. But it's good to see the 51 still out there. They're a cornerstone of the Modified Tour.
No
and
doubt.
have been
100%,
for a long time. Now, this is interesting news. Jacob Rowdy Burns confirmed to us that he plans to make his SK Modified debut this Friday at Stafford, driving a Keith Rocco rental car. Burns said that this Friday's 40-lap feature is, quote, just another race, just with Nerf bars, not door panels. So let's hope I don't wheel hop and go over somebody. Rowdy is excited for the opportunity, continuing a trend of exploring new ventures this year, whether it's new series, new tracks, new divisions. Burns also said that Diego wasn't sure how well Rowdy would do in a modified.
What
so
are you fucking stupid?
he has to prove Diego wrong.
Well, it's a different animal.
It is.
Right? I mean, but, I think he's going to do well because those late models got skinny tires, big power. He's used to sliding around a little bit.
Yes.
Probably be right up in his wheelhouse. But the unfortunate problem that he has is he's up against a really stacked field.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
And
It's
to
so
be able
stacked.
to get into qualify and, keep the wheels clean for a whole feature. I mean, but could you imagine if he's made his way up front and was battling?
Dude.
He
That would
started
be
peeling
wild.
eyeballs open, dude.
Listen, I voted him all the way in the March Madness. I mean, I kept saying, you drive anything, oh, he's nasty anything, please. Prove us right here. Come on.
You said SK too, right?
Yes, SK Modified.
I mean, that's a set right there. I mean,
That's
most people
It
like,
is.
oh, go open wheel.
Yeah.
Let's go do some SK light races
Right,
at Waterford, get our feet wet. My
Right.
man said,
He
I'm
don't
going
even care.
SK
One of the most
racing at
competitive
Stafford.
Right.
track.
You don't care.
Right.
He's going jumping
Yeah.
feet first into the fire.
Yeah.
Good for him.
No, but
Literal-
if he even brings it home 8th or 9th, that would be massive.
Yeah,
first
Brings
time
it home
out.
in one piece.
That would even be
right.
Yeah, that it's a literal baptism by fire.
Yeah,
So-
he's done it before though, hasn't he?
He said he drove an SK Light at Stafford once.
Yeah, I thought so.
So it's a little experience, but look, even SK Lights, SKs are just a whole different beast. And it's just the competition there is so fierce. The drivers in the SKs are brutal. Like they don't show any, remorse. They don't show any.
Yeah, there's no give.
Yeah, that's the word. There's no give,
Yeah.
even if you're new. Like they are just going 100% and they won't stop for anybody.
Yep.
And Rowdy won't stop for anybody either. So
Screw
it'll be
being
fun.
new.
Huh?
Remember when George got in SKs and he started to like beset? He
Yeah.
started to get into it. It seemed like every week he was getting pushed out of the way and,
Yeah.
and bounced around. And that was the SK Light champion. Like
Yeah.
somebody that wasn't a stranger to these people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like, dude, we don't care about you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You're brand new
You know
in our
what
territory.
The one thing is though, even like George, because it was hard. They had to really push George out of the way because he was hauling ass.
And he'll push you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they essentially had to wreck him every week because they couldn't stop him. The point is that when you can wheel, I don't care if it's a late model, pro stock, when you're young like that, like these guys are, and it's just another race almost.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Well, his adaptability is his biggest
I
strength.
suspect
Right.
I'm going to say that it's going to be successful. I think it may take him a practice to get in the swing of things.
Yep.
I bet you after the first round of practice, he's like, I got to do this a little different for the second practice.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm sure Rocco's going to be helping him. That's not a bad person to get help from. Plus, I think of a guy like Jake Johnson. He's a CONT guy.
Yeah.
He raced primarily fenders, and then he switched to tour time mods or transitioned to tour time mods, and
Yep.
he was fast from the get-go. I mean, he picked up the speed later on, but he was already a top 10 car when he first jumped in the tour time modifieds.
One last thing.
Go.
I think the thing for Rowdy is right now is that, like you can't get into junk, right? Because not every ride is worthy of getting in,
Yeah.
right? So why not? If you can get the opportunity, whatever it costs them to get in one of the top-notch cars up at Stafford, you go for it,
Yeah.
right? It's not like he's getting in any subpar stuff.
No.
Rocco's stuff's not on every week,
No, he's done a good job of that everywhere else.
but they're fast. know it's going to have top 10.
Yeah, he's going to have a good car.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to have top 10 speed off the trailer. So,
And that closes out the Dale Hedquist Motorsports Weekly Update.
All right, good job by you, my friend. Let's carry on. It's time for the Waddell Communications Nostalgia Nugget of the week. Oh, we crushed that.
That was
done.
good. That was good.
Damn.
American Idol, baby.
Yeah, impressive. Well, what do we got here? You know what? We had a lot of rain. So I figured what better time to talk about a entertaining little history from the CONT Speedway. Diego, I'm going to start you off with this picture right here.
Let's see it.
Oh, it
is that
shuts
a
off.
beach?
It shuts off the music, but that's okay. No, that is actually CONT Speedway. In the 1950s, the owner Anthony Vendetti decided to fill the track with water over 12 feet high,
No.
opening it up for hydroplane boat races on select occasions, drawing fans and bringing a new style competition to the New England region.
That's like one of them New York pavement beaches. Y'all know about those? They're kind of weird.
I'll give you another little look-see right there.
Wow, that's
That's
impressive.
pretty
Right?
cool.
So there's a guy named Sammy Packard who was a midget racer and a near Hall of Famer, won the what they called New England Speedboat Championship that year. It wasn't long before it was clear that Mr. Vendetti was going to do whatever it took to bring flocks of fans to his racetrack. And CONT posted a bunch of these pictures on their Facebook page a while back. Thought it was very interesting. You could see the bleachers there on the
That's
the backside,
amazing, though.
right?
Can you imagine?
And then I have a feeling that this guy did not win. He looks like he's about to capsize there, maybe. Or
He's
maybe
blowing over.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Bobby, here we go. Down to you, guy.
All right, guys. I mean, obviously, Stafford's the only thing that ran, but the Hoosier Tire East always tries to be all-encompassing. So we got some mixed stuff in here.
Okay.
The first one, what's up with the street stock car counts? I mean, this was kind of a year where Waterford went back to the OG rules, so I kind of thought maybe those, the very classic Monte Carlo body will be bolstered all across the board, but it feels like it's kind of just drying up. I mean, is it a supply issue? Is it interest in the division? I mean, what's happening here?
Well, it sounds like a lot of them just said,
Oh, well, you know what I say? Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Maybe, but here's one thing you got to consider. 4 main names in the street stocks last year, arguably 4 of the best. Travis Downey, 2-time champion, moved up to SK Lights.
Yep.
Aaron Plemons, 6 wins last year, moved up to limited late models. Burt Willett won a couple times last year. He's taking the year off at least. And Tyler Trott, who's always a front running contender, he's not racing this year.
Yep.
all right, but to counter that, you got Ryan Waterman, who was not racing last year, Scott Sundin, who was not at Stafford last year, and Charles Beal, who was not really racing there either.
The big difference is, though,
you're also missing the rental race cars.
The rental race cars would bring 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tyler Trott would bring 3.
Yeah, with Garrett Peace and a few rentals.
There you go.
Right, so that's between those 2 right there. That's 6 cars.
Yeah. And there was like other guys like Pete Kayer, who was there almost every week or most of the weeks. He wasn't there this year. Mike Caprio raced the first race. He wasn't there this past Friday.
Right.
Just talking about week to week.
I mean, what do you think it is? Because I don't think any of them have gone down to the Speedbowl.
No. But it's like across the board. It's like both. I mean,
that's what I'm getting at.
Speedbowl's up. I mean, they had 11.
Yeah, they
12,
had 11 or 12, yeah.
Right, so they were running 4 last year, so they're up.
Like, you have, Chasko races at the Bowl, but he also races Stafford.
Right.
But, like I said, guys like, you got 2 that moved up, 2 that took the year off for different reasons.
Right.
Sean Petlock has health reasons. That's why he's not racing right now. So that's another weekly guy you're missing. Rent a race car, I'm not sure if it's like economic factors or people unable to take the rides because of the economic factors. But if they can be there, they'll be there. I know people complain about them, but you're losing 3 or 4 cars right there.
No,
exactly.
You do.
So you think it's just a thing that maybe they just didn't have any rides rented for the week, so they just didn't come?
Well, I don't know.
Be.
I mean,
I'm not 100% sure.
You mentioned it, Bonza. I do wonder, like, it is, there's guys that stick around, but it is kind of painted as the beginners division, kind of across the board. I do wonder, like, with, fuel rises, the whole supply chain gets a little more expensive. I'm like, does it eventually become more worth it to just go run an SK Light or run a limited or run a late? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I will say, thanks to Sunoco, our fuel for this year is like half the cost as it was last year. They switched to that new stuff, the 94 octane or whatever. Like half the cost. I'm like, this is great.
Well, that's good to
but
hear.
But then I make up for it in cost to go in the truck to get there.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like quadruple. So everything I gain is now on fuel anyway.
A lot of kart kids, especially people in the Wild Thing karts, they usually jump just straight to SK Lights these days. They don't really go to Colton Gambacorta is an exception because he's going to street stocks, but a lot of SK Light drivers that I can think of have gone from the karts straight to SK Light Modifieds because that's the beginner division and that's where they want to go. Which also, like Bassett was one that went from karts to street stocks. Haidar went from karts to street
guy
stocks.
sitting right here, he's race fendered stuff, right?
Yeah.
He went straight into the open wheels.
Yeah,
it's different than when you were coming up, Diego. Like that was the route. You went mini stocks to streeters to late models, and if you're lucky,
that doesn't happen anymore.
Right. So it's just a multitude of factors where a lot of people have moved on, just different divisions or a myriad of reasons, and not a huge influx coming in. Yeah, I mean, you got Sundin and Waterman and Charles Beal, especially if he's doing the full year, that'd be great. But the rental cars also play a huge part where you're missing basically 3 to 7 cars on a weekly basis.
I also feel like Stafford just kind of has this every once in a while. Like it wouldn't surprise me if next week they had 24. Like, okay, problem solved.
Remember at the SK Lights, there was a point when they were down to like
40
20 or 19.
Then there's like 18, and then there's like 32.
Yeah,
because they have done that. The SK Lights, like there's only 20 cars here tonight.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to have that at the Speedbowl.
Seriously,
but you look at it at Stafford, like what the hell happened?
Right.
I'm gonna say this. The one thing that's really hard though is,
damn it, I was late on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what she said. But anyway,
hey, that's what she said.
as time progresses and technology gets more and more, it's hard because you have to spend. I don't even care if it's street stocks. Like you better bring the heat.
Yeah.
Because a guy like Warren, who just pretty much smacked the field, and he was going to do it the week before.
Yeah.
you better be back in the shop figuring out what the hell you're doing if you want to catch that car.
There's always going to be an engineering creep, so to speak. No matter what the box is, they're always going to squeeze everything out of it.
And, you know, like Nick said, he says, you know, listen, we've been afforded to be able to get this tool and this tool and this tool, and it obviously
makes a difference.
It makes a difference. This dude is bad
100%.
fast every week because he has the tools to do it.
And it's more for us, it's not even just having the overall speed. Like, you could have speed once in a while. You could find speed. You could just stumble upon it. It's being able to do it every single week.
Right.
And that's where, like, all the fancy stuff comes in, is being able to know that you have the same thing every week when you go back to that racetrack, that you're going to be fast this week, next week, the week after. And, like, that was us. We were hit or miss for the longest time. And it's like, we don't know if we're going to be fifth or if we're going to have the fastest car by half a second.
And the thing is that as long as that type of stuff is happening, some teams can't afford to keep up with that pace.
Yep.
Right? And if you can't keep up with that pace, you're working even harder in the shop to try to get to that level. And sooner or later, you're just like, I can't do this anymore.
The ceiling and floor are always constantly both getting higher.
My girlfriend will get mad at me if I don't bring this up. So my girlfriend, Carly, likes to say that, well, some people are just there to just have fun. Like, they don't care about how they perform. They're just there to have fun. I'm like, dude, with the money that we're all spending,
what are you talking about?
Nobody is just there to have fun.
No.
Right.
I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that.
You can say that when you're putting together a four-banger, maybe. But
like, if we're racing like Crown Vics at Thompson or something like that, we're going to have fun. We get that thing for $500 on eBay.
Right.
There's been a huge misconception in racing, right? For the longest time, because I was a speedbowl kid. They all thought that everybody in there had like 3 teeth in their mouth, dirt in their fingernails, right? But the fact of the matter is, walk in the pits at Stafford. I bet you 70% of them that race in there, at least in the upper division, are business owners with good businesses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody can do it on a household income anymore unless you got a big-time job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Or if your car looks like Mike Christopher Jr.'s, where it's got like 100 sponsors.
No,
which is great for him. It's like you either own a business or you have a lot of sponsorship.
Right. It's so hard to do, and it's impressive that Stafford's been able to keep the car counts like they do.
Yeah. And the thing about the divisions, I mean, it cycles. Where I think of it like the limiteds, I mean, they hit rock bottom 7 years ago. Now they have one of the most populated divisions at the track. Yeah. The street stocks had their upswing back in 21. I remember they had 30 cars in a feature. A little bit down now. Late models, they used to have 25 of them not even 3-4 years ago. It's a little bit down, but it just cycles. So, yeah, 15 is still not a horrible number, especially considering other tracks. It's just everything is so relative. Right. It seems alarming, and I get why it's alarming, but I think part of it, too, is just the way things cycle and the way the economy is. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Right. Especially its spot as a beginner division. I think that's where the economic factors probably hurt it the most.
Where do you think the cars go? Like, when they build these cars and then you show up and there's 30 cars one week, and then it's like you never see that person race ever again in anywhere. It's like,
I kind of wonder that
in a garage right now for the last 6 years just collecting dust.
Another couple drivers, the Meishas, the Orange 37 that raced almost every year for multiple years. I mean, they're not racing anymore either, and they had 2 cars.
I want to tell you this real quick. We were sitting in the trailer because when we do these races down south, Flo and Stafford is always on, just so you know. And there's always an influx of people coming in, sitting on the coolers or the captain's chairs, watching the races. And it's a huge kudos to Stafford. You know, when they sometimes they have like these viewings of cameras you guys do, and they show the grass and the track. And I remember, I think it was Brody, I think, and we were like, it's just such a badass place. They've done, I mean, down to the grass, to the pit shack, to the lighting.
Oh, it's primo.
Like they really make sure that the product shines, and they do all these little extra things outside.
Yeah.
To really make the place happen, and that's why the car counts. And everybody knows that. I'm stating the obvious.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when you're from afar down south and we're watching, and somebody says like, "That's a really nice place," and it makes because you kind of almost take it for granted because they're in your backyard.
Right.
I think they've raised the bar from like now they have to keep it up now because so many people are watching. Right. You got to. They've raised the bar.
I wonder what the viewership is on Flow to them. Is it one of the best?
They send out a marketing thing every year, and it said like 26,000 average per week.
Really?
Or something like that. If that's accurate. I know that's what it said, but if that's what they're, if that's accurate.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, well, Well, you can watch. I mean, it's not national television, but it might as well be.
Oh, we have people that tell us they're
there for sure.
We have people telling us they're coming to the track from the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's very much national.
We have people that buy our shirts out in like Wisconsin, in like all these Midwestern places.
That's
You're
so
like, how the
cool.
hell do you even know who I am?
That is so cool, isn't it?
No, we got people saying it's better than Fox. I'm like, oh, better than Fox. Okay.
Oh, take it easy.
Take it down a notch. Take it down.
Keep that head small, Bob.
Right.
You knew it was going to be big when they started with that. Originally, it was like Fans Choice TV or whatever it was.
Yes.
Like when they first started.
I remember
downloading
that. Yep.
and
Back
you're
when it
like,
was
all right.
free to watch.
Yeah, you can rip some Thompson on there too.
Well, no,
It's
people
good.
get all excited because sometimes they do it free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
so
like they tease it though, just
They
like
do.
races.
Yeah. They're like,
All right, go buy it. Go pay 150 bucks every year.
Turn it to YouTube. Yeah,
Gotta
it's
do
great.
it.
Yeah, I don't mean to get too off the rails.
Yeah.
I just hope that division can, continue to prosper, not just at Stafford, but the bowl. I mean, you get 20 of those things there, it's gonna be banging always. Same with Thompson, dude. Back when it was the limited sportsman, I was there. They had 40 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Infinite lap one action. That's good stuff right there. I got one more for you. Speaking of the Speed Bowl,
Oh, hold on one second. I was just looking at the chat. So Chapley brings up a good point here. He says, to be fair, what would the modified car count be if people stopped renting those
right?
too?
I mean, KRR is
What do you
technically
think
rental.
about between the Chassis Pro and
Chassis
KRR?
Pro, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But,
That's
but I think more people want to run modifieds compared to street
Yeah.
stocks. I hate to say it, but that seems to be the end goal for a lot of young people.
Yeah.
It
Right,
almost
could
seems
you-
like you pick a path where it's like you wake up one day and you're like, I really like the fender cars. So then it's like you do that whole street stock, then you go limiteds, late models,
Yeah.
then super late models or whatever it is. And then it's like, okay, I like the modified stuff. I'm going to go SK lights, SKs, tour cars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of really it.
I mean, if Tapley's right? So there was 24 SKs there last week. They ranged from like 22, 24, 25, right? Is that about right?
I would say 24 to 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you took Chassis Pro out of the picture,
And
Keith Rocco, you're missing maybe 4 or 5 cars.
Right.
At least.
Right. So it's equivalent to what's going on in the street stocks.
Right.
It's very noticeable in the SK lights,
Yeah.
though. The amount of Keith Rocco cars and Chassis Pro cars.
Right.
It's very noticeable in the SK
and you
lights.
can't even say that they would go off and do their own thing because a lot of them do it because they don't have the means. Like, they don't have the people, they don't have the knowledge.
And Spafco. Spafco
And
will bring,
Spafco, yeah.
will bring
Right.
2 or 3 cars.
Yep.
I remember one time I went to Chassis Pro and he had this whiteboard with all his cars. He had 20 Chassis Pro cars.
Yeah.
And that's across all the tracks and divisions in Connecticut. That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot to keep track
Yeah, I
of.
mean they're not all true rentals like the rental
No, they're
race
not.
car. It's
Right.
different.
Right.
It's a little bit different, but
Yeah.
yeah, I get your point. Yep.
I got one more for you guys.
Yeah, right.
They didn't run this week. We're going to talk about them anyway.
Oh, I like that.
Did the Speedbowl choose cone convince you of bringing it to other tracks?
Please do. Please do.
You're a big fan of
Please
it?
do. I love
Oh,
that
you're
thing.
big into it.
I love that thing.
Yeah.
I
Same
mean,
here.
granted, I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm like the outlier because I love ripping the top at Stafford.
True.
I would like everyone would go to the bottom and I'd gain like 15 spots. I'm going top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it
as,
would be so easy. My job would be easy. every
as a
week.
fan, I love how it allows you to take the risk. Like, people say, "Oh, what if I don't go up?" I mean, then just don't. I mean, you almost see the personality shine through. You see the real risk takers. People roll the dice, take the not preferred lane. I think the big issue is getting it out there and actually how many additional caution laps you're running to sort it out.
Especially in like the SK lights.
Well,
it's going to take at least one more lap
At
because
least.
of all those cars.
Yeah.
Because everyone slows down for the choose.
Yeah.
They're all slowing down to see, especially in
Try
a
and
division
gauge
with
who's going to be in your lane.
Yeah.
What lane is the better one to
and
go
Do
into?
you guys think, honestly, do you think Stafford will ever do it?
Well, didn't David say that he really
does not
wasn't
like-
for it?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, so let's just hypothetically say at Waterford, it really starts taking off where it's making for some great racing because somebody that may be back in 7th has a shot to get up on the front row.
Right.
Because everybody, back in the old days, you remember when the bottom was a preferred place?
Yeah.
When they had it at the Funkmaster Flex race, I mean, I made it to the point where I was leading at the halfway point and I got a provisional.
Yeah.
And I took advantage of the top because I like the top too. I would pick up 2 to 3 spots
Right.
because everybody would go to the bottom. Before you know it, I went from dead last to leading at the
Yep.
halfway break.
And
Right.
it's not like it's unfair. I mean, everyone had
has
the
that
chance
option
to
go
do
the
it.
top.
Right.
If you wanted to do it, you could do it too.
And it
But
makes for a great race.
Is your question if it proved to be successful at the would Stafford?
Well, so I don't know if would the Aroots do it because because it worked at the Speedbowl, would they say, listen, maybe we should dabble in this?
I would just say no.
I'm not
That's what I'm saying. Would they say, no, we're not going to do that?
I don't think that they would be, sorry, Rems, I don't think that it would be influenced, but.
Also, another thing, does Speedbowl, like all divisions, have spotters?
Yes.
But they only do the choose cone for the upper 3 divisions.
The SKs and late models. I'm not sure if they're bringing it back for the lights this upcoming week, but the SKs and late models. And here's the thing about Stafford, too. If you bring the choose cone, do you do it for the lights, limited, and street stocks where there's no spotters?
That's what I was going to
That's
ask.
a different aspect to consider, too.
Yep.
I didn't think about that point.
Because there's a lot of communication between the team and the spotter and driver. Like, all right, 6 people have chosen the inside. 7. Our magic number is 8. If there's 8, you pick the top or something like that.
Every race down south, there is a diamond painted in the track.
Yeah, this isn't specifically
every track.
This is not specifically
every
about
race
Stafford.
that we race at is choose through the whole field.
Yep.
And it becomes, the spotters and drivers. It becomes 3 to the bottom. We're going top, right? And they're counting, and it becomes technical.
Oh, yeah, it always does.
It becomes very technical through the field as everybody's, and when you go to do your races, it's going to become like that. Like, that's another part of the game that you have to be good at.
Yeah.
So
I love the choose cone in general. I'm a big fan of it. I just, sometimes at the local short track level, if it's not organized or if it adds more time and more caution laps, that's where it can kind of hold things back.
The Speedbowl had it screwed up at first. I don't know if you watched.
They did, yeah.
After they screwed up the one time, then they got it under control, I think. But I think as the year goes, it should be pretty smooth moving forward. I mean, I'm excited just in case I have the opportunity to take advantage.
Yeah, because you guys went green to checker your first race.
So, if I'm sitting 5th and 3 people go to the bottom, I'm drooling. You know what I mean? I can't wait to try this.
Yeah. I mean, Nick, you taking the top on that one?
100%.
Yeah.
Every time.
Even I'm not gonna say anymore, but there was last week, I was lined up behind somebody, and we come to the one to go. So they're like, all right, double up. And I tried to get one by on Stafford. I'm like, I went to the bottom because I saw who was in my lane. I went to the bottom, and then they're like, 10 car, you got to switch with, I think it was Sammy Anderson. They're like, you got to switch with Sammy Anderson, and you're starting on the top. And I'm like,
you try.
I was really hoping you guys didn't see that. I was running like 10th. Don't look at me.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe he'll have better odds if they ever bring the choose cone to Stafford. But for now, that's the stat chat, people.
All right, well done there, fella. All right, let's carry on, shall we? All right, another edition of our Did You Know segment brought to you by our friends over there at the Driver Development Program. Diego, did you know that in the 75 seasons at the Speedbowl, at least one of the first 3 scheduled Saturday night events have been rained out in 37 different years, basically half of their seasons.
Wow.
Jeez.
With 7 other events having been part of the schedule being rained out, meaning they got a couple features and then the rains came. 19 times the opening Saturday night event has been rained out, 10 times the second Saturday event like it happened this year, and 8 times the third Saturday event. In 1988, there was no complete rainouts until October 8th.
Wow.
Which was the second to last event, which actually ended up getting rained out 3 times before they were able to run it on November 5th. In 1964, the only show that was canceled that year was on June 13th, not because of rain, but because of fog.
Wow.
And the opening event was rained out in 7 of the 10 seasons during the 1970s. So, I went into the archives. It's been a rainy week. So what are we going to do for some content? Got some great pictures here. This is from 1988 during the Quarterway era. Flooded pit road there as you go into turn 4. Here's a classic right here. Pumping out the old infield. Our man Haraka going barefoot, which was his race director days, but that was his claim to fame as a street stock driver. He'd walk around barefoot in the unpaved north pits. And not confirmed, but Webby might be trying to take a shit right here. What's going on? What's he doing?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, there's another. This is from 2013.
That's a whole ass river.
And we talked about Keith Rocco and the game face and serious nature you can find him in at the track on race day, but he's also got a pretty good sense of humor. And this is in
Oh, that's our
2013.
bike. That's our bike.
Yeah. So he took your bike in 2013. This is July 20th. And helped drive the track there for a little bit. He drove around for a couple laps and tracking the broom behind him. He is a funny guy. And, of course, this is the great Robin Golembeski's shot of the rainbow back in the day. That's how we all want to see after the rains. And, of course, there's those red bleachers. Sure do miss those.
Great.
They were. All right, Anglace, get yourself ready. All right, my friend, listen, the music is only 60 seconds long. We have 5 questions brought to you by Hair by Emma Monahan.
Let's go.
Diego's going to start it off. Hit it.
When you're showering, when do you deem that your shower towel is dirty?
As soon as you clean your butt with it.
Oh.
So one use?
Yeah, I only do one use, yeah.
Yeah.
One use.
You don't do your own laundry.
Yeah, yes, I do. I live on my own.
All right. Worst food you've ever tasted?
Elementary school, the brown beans from lunch. Disgusting.
Wow, okay.
Would you do outside intros in the Husky mascot outfit if it was in the contract?
It doesn't even have to be in the contract. Kyle, if you give it to me, I'll do it.
All right, who will win their next championship first? The Yukon men's basketball team, the Lady Huskies, or Nicky Anglace?
I'd like to say me, but I feel like I suck sometimes. So I want to say one of the. I'm gonna say. Screw it. I'm going me.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job out here.
Good save.
Wrap it up, Rams.
What is one NASCAR track you want to race at?
I really like Martinsville. I like the beating and banging aspect of it, so I really like Martinsville.
Oh, the paperclip. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right. We went a little over on the music, but that's okay.
It was a good one, though.
These rules aren't really that enforced. Here we go.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
I got it that week.
Oh, yeah. We've got to thank Ed Marcel, Firewood, and Land Clearing for this segment of viewer mail, so thank you, guys. First question of the night from Old Faithful Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready?
Guy. Yeah, hit it.
Is 9:15 too early for a race night to end?
No.
It was very cold last Friday, but the racing was good and for the most part clean. Do you need to extend that night more, though?
No.
I don't know how you would even do it. I mean, what are you going to do? Everyone's leaving in their haulers. Hey, actually, you guys come back. Hey, come on.
The only way is to drag the show out.
Yeah, in between somehow.
Yeah, right. But listen, after the opening weekend we had with the opening Saturday and the Spring Sizzler Sunday, no one's complaining about a 3-hour day.
The Roots, don't they rent out the concessions?
Yeah, that would
it's
be
third party. Yes.
So that would be
so
that'd be my only thing, and I brought this up in the pre-show. I think it was 2010.
Yeah.
Whenever Tom Fox's first
Yep.
season at the Speedbowl was as race director, he got one of his first shows done at like 8:30. And I remember Terry saying, like, it's great to be efficient, but I need to sell some more freaking hot dogs.
Right.
But, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Rems. You're ready to talk. You go.
The thing is, too, it's not like it's going to happen every week either.
Correct.
So
The SK Lights will make sure of that.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, wow.
So it's not a drag either, because you're going to have days that we'll leave at 11. So, like, you just have to even it out sometimes.
Again, but so perspective I'm thinking of is, I mean, maybe they just, I don't know their setup with the concessions.
Yeah.
Maybe they just charge rent and it doesn't matter how long the show goes.
Yeah.
But if it gets done too quick and it's narrowing your ability where you're making money on the midway, I don't know if it's that great of a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's 9:15 like that exceptionally early. I mean, it's probably, again, I will say it's probably the earliest we've gotten done, but I still don't think like a 9:30 or a 9:45 is that unusual.
What time does a program actually start heat races?
6 o'clock.
6. That's
6
not
on the
bad
dot.
to get
No.
all that done.
At 9:15?
We've had shows finish at around 9:15, 9:30 in the past. It's just not
Was it cold?
that common. No, it was actually usually warmer in the summertime. Oh, you're talking about this past Friday?
Yeah.
It was windy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was windy and it was getting chilly at night.
9:15 is fine then.
Yeah.
It's also it's nice. It's nice because we enjoy going to get something to eat after with the team. So everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of Vernon Diner, so I hope people agree with me. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of Vernon Diner, but like it'd be nice to get to eat something that's like real food, not McDonald's.
Especially when it's so late, yeah, because a lot of restaurants close at 10, 11 o'clock.
Right.
And you're gonna get home like us. We get home normally on a normal weekend. We get home like 11:30, 12 o'clock. What do you want me to do? Fire up a grill or something?
Right, exactly. No,
I mean, you're going to have your late nights, right?
Yeah, it's law of averages.
It comes back around.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, so
just enjoy your early night, peoples.
plus you can't drag. How do you drag the show out? How can you predict how long the next feature is going to take?
Right.
You have that clown come out. You have a clown come out.
We're going back to Seymour the clown. And bringing.
No, I heard David's building the float. Yeah.
You can always throw out
outside intros for every division.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
You could always throw those out. That's a simple fix.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to the next one.
All right.
This is from BP, Brandon Plemons.
Oh, we know that
Ready
guy.
for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a question. Should points be awarded in time trials, as we know the fastest car doesn't always win the race? We have proven that for years.
Little nudge there with that last
for
sentence.
Sure.
No, hell no.
Points for time trials?
Well, I mean, it's like a heat race because we don't have heat races, so it's essentially awarding.
I was about to say
points
it's like heat race points, so
Right.
it depends on I think if you like heat race points or not, which I am not the biggest fan of.
I like them.
Is this my time to vent about the handicap system?
Oh yeah, do it.
Let's
hear it.
Get it in right here.
I don't necessarily agree with that aspect, but there needs to be a better way. Like if points, you're not always going to win with the fastest car. That's just how racing is.
Mm-hmm.
But with the handicap system that we have, it's kind of like I would argue that we should do like a plus minus for the heat race like we normally do with the open stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get the better cars more towards the front, let them race it out. I would argue that it'd probably be pretty cool to have all of the top 10 cars rather than having to wait for us to get through traffic and 30 car fields and all this. I think it'd be pretty cool to have like the 10 best cars all going at it for 20 straight laps and not getting caught up because somebody wants to ball the field up or make a mistake or something in front of the field that causes people to wreck.
I mean, I get the point is to, not have the best car run away, but how much can you really run away?
If you have the best cars there, you're not running.
You're not running away.
It'll be close, but like.
Right.
I just have to say though, from a fan perspective, like I'm not waiting for you to get through the top.
I could see that.
I want to watch you go through.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
And I'm coming from somebody like last year we won from like 16th or something like that, 15th or 16th, and it can be done. It's just you also have.
But could
that
you
risk
imagine
that, somebody,
that race though? Watching you come from 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, I vividly remember that race because I was calling it down the backstretch, and that was one of the greatest drives I had seen in a while. Yeah. Especially when you went 3 straight laps, bottom shotting for third, for second, for first. It was phenomenal to follow. I love seeing the fastest cars start mid-pack when someone like Nick is going to be aggressive, not push it too far most of the time, and make good moves to make his way through the field.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good point. My first thought when you say time trial points, I'm like, well, the reward is that you have a better starting spot already. You don't need to pay points, but I guess with the handicap, there's a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, we discussed this last week. I thought, the points, it makes heat racing a little bit more enticing.
Yep.
And a little bit more exciting, right? There's no just driving around in fifth. Because in the points battle that you may be in this year, the difference from
I'll move you for fifth.
That's what I'm saying.
That point.
That's what I'm saying. Like you need, all of a sudden, the heat races become real dicey, and you're driving harder than you probably should, but you need the 2 points.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes it exciting. I'm not sure they race that hard for the money. Now, if you're going to get an extra $25, you're not moving somebody. But if you're going to get 2 points, you might be moving somebody.
I would be more accepting of time trial points than heat race points.
Really?
Because
I'm the opposite.
Because that's something like a heat race that like you're the best by like a large margin.
Well, because I'm thinking, when I think time trial, I think either group qualifying or single car qualifying. That's time trials to me. Heat races, I don't want to put cars in jeopardy because of a heat race accident because you're racing too hard. When it's time trials, that's just you.
Yeah,
it's you and the whole track. And if you're the fastest, all right, you can get a bonus point, in my opinion. Your car's not at risk. Your car's not at risk. You're not going to destroy the car unless something goes horribly wrong. Where in a heat race, you could be in a big race or something happens in front of you and you end up climbing over another car and going head on to the wall like Aiden DeGata did or whomever in the past. Aiden went back in first.
Well, I mean, they're going to do that anyway, though.
Not in a time trial.
I'm not with you on that one,
Me either. You're all wrong. You got it all wrong.
What are you, fucking stupid?
I mean, we go to the races to watch races.
100%.
I was going to say.
Right? I go to watch that race.
Right.
I don't want to watch time trials.
No, I hear time trials get pissed off already.
I'm saying hypothetically if you have time trials. I'm not saying replace heat races with time trials.
I know that. I understand what you're saying. It's just a great debatable question because, like, I remember going to the Speedbowl as a kid. I couldn't wait to watch the heat races and hope that somebody didn't wreck. But then it just continues on to the feature, right? It's an extension of whatever happened over here in the heat race. Right. And Anglace and this guy's pissed off. Watch out what happens in the future when they're next to each other.
It's like episode 3.
That would never happen.
But, to me, when I go to the races, I want to be entertained if it's a heat race.
Right.
If it's the feature, I don't want to just watch the feature
100%.
and have everybody pussyfooting around for the heat races. That's not fun to me.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying replace the heat races with the time trials. I'm saying if you're hypothetically having time trials for like a big event, I would reward a bonus point there.
What do you think about the invert, like they did for the late models?
Yeah, so Chris Meyer put in here, I'd love to draw for heat race starting spot every week, then do plus minus.
Yeah.
The plus minus system, I think, is a really good system.
Well, the only problem that could potentially happen there, I don't know, is that, I mean, it's good for the drivers like you guys, right? So now you're racing with similar, and it works for the act because they go green the checker.
In ACT, yeah.
Yeah, they go green the checker, right? They work on that system. The good cars always start up front, and they go green the checker. But sometimes they get boring, right? You go green the checker, you're just like, I'm at CONT, and I'm like, I mean, it's great that they could go that many laps. I still can't believe they do that. But you're like this. You don't even know who's on the lead lap anymore.
It's
I'm like,
dizzying.
what the hell is going on?
It also depends on who's in the field, too.
Yeah.
Like, you know damn well that somebody in 32nd in an SK Light, even if there's no pressure, nobody around them, they're still spinning out and bringing a caution out.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's driving away for 20 laps.
I mean, right. I know, I know Tapley is really proud of the green to check racers. But, I mean, how many Sid's View episodes did you hear me say, I could really use a caution right now?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're just driving around.
Just as a fan.
Right.
Scott has one agenda.
Yeah, right.
And then the fans have like, damn, I wish they would tighten them up right now.
Yeah, let's cross them up.
Let's tighten them back up real quick.
Exactly right.
They do it down at the car store. Like,
competition
caution.
Throw the Pepsi bottle out
I was going to say, there's a hot dog wrapper out there.
Right. We're chasing the field down. And Brody starts slowing down. I'm like, geez, what the hell's going on?
By the way, did you see the caution at Watkins Glen with
for the tent?
Somebody's canopy blew
No
out
way.
onto the track.
Yeah.
They had
Really?
to throw a caution out.
Could you imagine
the
being
camera
that guy
got
trying
caught
to grab it?
But no, you bring up a good point. Cars Tour, every 40 laps or so is a caution if you run 40 straight green flag laps. It's about you have those fantastic finishes in Cars Tour, but part of that's because you have these late cautions.
Right.
But when you have the handicap system, the need of a caution is not as important because you're still going to have the fast cars coming through the field like Rocco did back in the day at Waterford.
40 straight
Yeah,
laps
I'm not huge on like the comp cautions. I mean, if you're gonna do it, set a point to do it. But even that's iffy.
All right.
I like to tell everyone, if y'all have questions, please email us to sidviewpodcast@gmail.com. Back to you, Diego.
All right. Well, the next one we're not going to read, but it was from Mr. Michael Mahosky. He had sent an email today regarding the Buffoni in the Bennett incident.
The Buff one.
Which we had, I think we've gone over pretty extensively, but I just want to, what?
Tapley says Brody got wrecked because of Sid's entertainment caution. Sorry, Brody.
Yeah. All right. So we got one last question and one last email. This is from a very valuable member. Are you ready? Great. This is one for our guest tonight. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Let's really put him on the hot seat here. He says.
Let's do it.
Let's tell it like it is. Nick, You have been the center of a lot of controversy over the last several years. But it seems that you have matured a lot over the last year and a half or so. What kind of self-reflection have you done, or what do you attribute this turning of the corner to? I've got to say, personally, from watching afar, it's been great to see the change. This is from our good buddy, Rich Keeter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
Thank you, Rich.
appreciate it.
Yep.
It's always nice to know when you're moving in the right direction.
For sure.
Honestly, it's a little bit of everything. Like, obviously, you grow up and you're growing up in front of flow racing and cameras, and it's got its own challenges.
Yeah.
But a lot of it comes down to bringing fast race cars to the track. You know, we run a CD car. It's kind of outdated. We don't have the Keith Rocco rental Troyers that we keep talking about. We don't have Chassis Pro in our corner. We don't have any of that. So we have just what we bring to the racetrack, and you see these people that show up, and it's like you never heard of them before. They spend $1,500 a week or whatever it is. They go out in the fastest car, they win, and it's like they go home, kick their feet up, play video games for the rest of the week, and they come back next week, do it again. So for a lot of weeks, you know, there's a lot of that going through your head where it's like you just get pissed off, and you're like, dude, this like is ridiculous. That we're putting in the work over here, and they're just writing checks to win races.
That's the sport today, though.
Right. And you have to get over it. At some point, that's just what you're racing against, and you're not going to change that. Unless you write the check too, you're not going to, unless you join them, it's not going to be any different. And, you know, when we started bringing fast cars to the track, and I knew every week that I was going to have a shot to win, it's like all that stress disappears, and you just start to realize that it just doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to do 500 more races, probably more than that, before I die. You know, this is one that I can let go. And then, obviously, with Yukon coming on board, everyone seems to think that Yukon gave me some thing of, like, you have to clean up your act or we're not going to sponsor you. And it was the opposite. They, in my first meeting, I was transparent with them. I told them about everything because I wanted to have that open line of communication. And they were like, we love it. Like, have you seen Dan Hurley, the way that he is on? Like, we understand.
That's a great point.
We understand that passion for what you're doing and just caring about what's going on. They're like, as long as it doesn't cross a line where, like, you say something that's so unbelievably bad that we can't partner with you, like, don't change a thing. Like, we're fine with it.
Oh, that's great that you have support like that.
Yeah, and then like, I don't know if it was reverse psychology on Yukon's part, because with that, you almost want to do better for them because you have that support. So, you know, showing up every week, it's a big deal. We have a lot of young fans that are looking at me now. You know, I'm taking pictures with people that are showing up with their Yukon gear that are like, oh, we're here to watch you. We love watching the Yukon car. And, you know, it changes your whole mindset of, like, what you're doing. It's just really cool.
Yeah,
you just get more appreciative about everything.
I think it sucks.
What?
Well, because I loved talking about you, right? You
well,
always
we still
did.
talk about him.
No, but he always did something that was controversial.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you can always be sure to get some good dirt when Nick was racing.
And it's still there. Like, I cut up the handicap system, and everyone's like, oh, is it going to happen? Is he going to pull the pin? And I just put it right back in. I'm like, not right now.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask this. You know, people would boo you.
Yeah.
And you loved it. But the one night where you were booed the loudest was the 40 lap feature in 2024, where you and Megan were battling for like the last 10 laps of that race.
Yeah.
She got by you. You made an aggressive bottom shot. There was contact.
There
she went up
wasn't.
the track. There was.
Was there?
It was
like
minimal.
he just wasn't wasn't quite clear. Like it was right rear to left front.
Yeah.
Like the hole was there, and he went for it, as you would expect most people would.
Well, it's the biggest payday. You know, it's the 40 lapper. You get a much, like, I was winless for 2 years at that point.
Right, 21 was your last win.
3 years. So, you know, you have that looking at you. I led 39 or 38 of 40 laps.
Yeah.
And it's like, am I really going to lose it right here? And I got ran up the track a little bit. We caught lap traffic. You know, I got ran up the track a little bit. Car got out of shape, which is how she was able to clear me. And I'm like, all right, if that's how we're going to do this. She left the bottom open. I drove it in there. And obviously the intention wasn't to have any contact.
Right.
I probably could have done a few things where it would have entirely been eliminated.
Yeah.
But there was slight contact. I don't think it was worth, everything that happened, because I think that the contact, if I did that to probably anybody else at that point,
it wouldn't have exploded the way it did.
It would have been probably still a second place or a third place for that person. It kind of just got off the rails. She went through the grass, spun around, and then came back up. And it's like, at that point, it was contact, but I didn't like hook you in the left rear and spin you around.
All that.
Right. But the aftermath, I mean, you ended up not getting the win because you got disqualified, but the crowd
which
reaction.
That stings, by the way, because
I'm sure
coming
it did.
from somebody that, like, my father never won a race.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that every race that I win is something that's good for him as well, because it's another win that he didn't get to experience. And so to have that taken away is like it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I felt like after that race, that was kind of where that shift started to take place. But am I accurate in saying that?
Yeah, probably. I kept it pretty low key for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And it just, like, I talked to Meg, that whole thing got blown up. I talked to Meg that week. I texted her and we talked about it, and she's like, dude, I wasn't even mad. Like, that was kind of on me too. And she's like, it's all my fans that are on Facebook and everything else that are saying it.
And she has a lot of fans.
Yeah. And then like even I think it's her mother, I'm not positive, but like somebody was in victory lane, the one that was yelling at me in if you listen to the Flow Racing thing. And like a week or two later, she came over, she apologized, and now it's like I'll see her and she'll give me a hug. And it's like the whole thing got blown out of proportion.
Isn't it amazing how bad the perception from reality is after that? Yeah. That's pretty interesting to hear all that. It's actually nice to hear all that.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
9 times out of 10, it's everybody else that has something to say, and the drivers are like, "Well, this is what I could have done better," and this is what I could have done better.
Yeah, the rivalry and drama is 98.7% all about the fans. They're the ones that drum it up and get into it. Yeah,
like even the quotes in victory lane kind of got taken out of context, because I'm like, they asked me, they put you get out of the car, you got everyone booing you, there's people screaming at you in victory lane, and they're like,
I remember what you said.
What about the contact with Meg Fuller? I'm like, I don't care about Meg Fuller. I came here to win races. That's what we just did.
Yeah.
And then it all got, he doesn't care about how he races a girl. And I'm like, honestly, it's a race car. And I don't see a guy or a girl in the race car. And no, I came here to win a race. I don't feel like I blatantly wrecked her. I went for a hole. It was there. That's racing. There was a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing is you guys talked it out shortly after that, and it's all under the bridge. And so that's perfect.
And since then, before she moved up to SKs, we had battles that were perfectly fine.
Yep. Right. 100%. Yep.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's it, man. That's another segment of Viewer Mail by Ed Marcel, Firewood and Lincoln. So thank you so much for everybody that sent in.
All right. Listen, we got a little quick addition. Our man Chrissy Two Scoops is in the chat. He wants to know how Remy enjoyed sitting in the hot rod on Friday.
Is that your first time?
That was my first time. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of nervous because I'm kind of clumsy, and I'm like, damn, I'm probably going to fall right on my ass.
I know you got big feet and stuff.
Yes. I'm like, I don't want to kick anything. I don't want to do anything wrong.
Yep.
But, yeah, it was so cool just, like, sitting in the car. I'm like, damn, this is a fast car.
You felt it? You felt the energy?
I was just like, damn, this might win a race.
You felt the energy? It's like stroking the steering wheel. Wow, this is a fast car. Wow.
Wait, Bob, have you ever been inside a car before?
Yeah, I mean, did we not see the picture? I was sitting in Keith's car back in the day. I was sitting in all the
Yeah.
cars. Todd Zegady's car.
As you got older, like as an adult.
Paul Verricchio asked me to drive the rent-a-race car. I had to pass him up on that one. But
Yeah,
maybe I'll
I've
take
been
the
asked
offer or
to.
something. Maybe I can get the car count back up myself. You never know.
You know what's one thing I learned about I'm sure Remy could attest to it. Those seats, oh my gosh, you could sleep in those seats. They're the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in.
Well, come sit in my car.
It might be a little too warm with all the farts you do in there.
Wow. I mean, we're going there?
No.
That's just too loud. That's enough. All right, time for the stat splash of the week. Thanks to our friends over there at WaterWiz. Diego.
Yeah.
NASCAR Modified Tour. They'll be visiting CONT Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 14th time in the series history that they're going to the Cement Palace. I kind of thought it would be more than that. 14 doesn't really seem like a lot. But anyways, the only time that the tour visited CONT in the first 15 years of the series was in 1987. That race was won by Reggie Ruggiero The first 9 races produced 9 different winners. Matt Hirschman has won the last 3 races. And the last 5 Wheel and Modified Tour winners at CONT have all won from the pole position.
Wow.
Yeah. A little stat splash for you. See what happens this Saturday if any of those streaks continue. Here's our man Money Matt in the familiar place over there at CONT. He is tough to beat there, man, whether it's the Tour or the Monaco races.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get after it here. This has become one of the most unbearable segments of the podcast.
Yeah.
Good job, Bobby.
Just a putrid week all around, but we didn't have a lot to go on. A lot of it got rained out. Diego, I'm taking wagers on whether or not that 3 next to your face right there will still be there in about August, but we're going to wait.
Oh, you want to bet?
We're going to see how this plays out. I'm already winning
I
the
almost
other
had Gamba Gorda last week. It was close.
Yeah, but almost.
Could you imagine if he won?
We're not giving points for almost.
Oh, you guys would have
Just
been
saying.
crying in
Or
here.
dual races either.
Yes, or dual races, unfortunately for you. Yeah. All right. Here's the order for this week. Reminator, our man Nick, myself, then you.
Oh, I got to go towards the end?
Well,
poor.
you were in the lead.
Poor things.
But our man Fro down there, he's the only one that got something right.
Yeah.
So he
Okay,
gets to
Fro.
go last.
Oh, yeah.
Reminator, hit it. You're up.
Okay. So y'all probably heard some of these picks before, but whatever.
All right,
So
y'all.
Thompson, SK, Keith Rocco, Stafford, SK, Marcello Rufano, CONT, late models, Andrew Gomes, Waterford, SK Lights, Kevin Cormier. And then for touring series, I'm going with Wheel and Modifieds and Steven Kopchik.
Okay. Point leader, Chalk City.
Yep.
All right, Nick, what do you got there, buddy?
All right. For Thompson, SK Lights, Dalton McCarthy.
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel like he had a strong run there, led most of the race. I think he's going to be pissed off coming back. Stafford, limited late models, Travis Hyder.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
You
one.
knew that was coming.
That guy's fast.
Yeah, he's okay. He sucks. Waterford Speedbowl, SK Mods, Anthony Flannery. CONT, Sportsman, Josh Hedges.
Nice.
Touring Series, Wheel Modified Tour, Matt Hirschman.
Can't argue with that. All right. You ready? That's my nod to Diego. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Thompson, Streeters, Ryan Lynham.
You look at me like you're all excited about this.
SKs,
You only won 1 race this year. Okay, let's
Marcello,
go. Okay.
Pride of Italy. Speedbowl, Trucks, doubling down,
Of course you are.
Ryan Lynham.
Chalk City.
CONT, let's do some more trucks. Mike Duarte.
Okay.
You like that one?
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
And I'm not going anywhere near this tour race at CONT. I want my man Jeffrey Battle and the New England Supermods. That's how I'm rolling. Over to whoever. You.
It's this guy.
That'll be me. All right. I can't argue with Nick on this one. That was my first choice. SK Lights, Thompson, Dalton McCarthy. Stafford, SK, Redemption Week,
Okay.
MC3.
Oh, Junior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speedbowl, SK Light, K Cormier. I picked them last week.
No, we're gonna need a name.
Which one, Diego?
Yeah,
You've had
we let you
problems with
slide
this
last
before.
time. We're gonna need a
K
name.
Cormier. What's
Yeah.
his name?
No, you tell
Kevin.
us. Okay.
There you
Right?
go.
Okay.
Yeah. You pick Kurt again, you
Kurt
get
a lot.
0.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
CONT,
Go.
late model, Mr. Richie Murray.
Oh, okay.
that
That's
his
your
name,
guy.
right?
I don't know.
Yes.
Shit, those
Yes.
such a crap. And the Wheeling Tour, I am going there. I'm going Matt Hirschman.
Okay. Listen, you got to know you're in the lead. You're getting no help from anybody, so don't. Bro, what do
Now,
you got?
he might be leading, but did you see that green up there? Did you see it?
Oh, you
I
want
just want to
me-
make sure everybody saw it. All right,
Yeah,
it's green.
We'll show
Right,
it
now we
again.
gotta
Yeah,
hear
there you
about
go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
No, see,
dude.
I was reigning champ, but I felt that championship was starting to go out of sight. I was losing grasp on it, but now Baby, come back.
Oh, sing again.
Any kind of fool could see.
Wow.
All right, here we go,
Can I
people.
take my headphones off?
I thought that was, listen,
You even do the word.
little flat. So listen,
Yacht rock.
listen.
You're not being in pitch perfect.
Yeah, that is correct.
Imperfect, maybe. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
LLMs, I got Travis Hyder, I'm telling you, man.
LLMs.
At Stafford.
You are a dork. LLMs.
Limited late models, step.
Yeah.
Come on, Travis Hyder.
Okay. He's had 2 bad weeks, going to charge it up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Waterford Trucks, love the lineup pick. Hopefully he doesn't blow up.
Mm-hmm.
CONT, I'm running back the Charlie Rose rainout pick.
Okay.
Thompson, Sunoco mods. I got Keith Rocco. Please be there, please.
Chalk it out.
And in the touring series, I got the Wheel and Mod Tour, Matt Hirschman, number 60.
All right. Chalk City. That's why you sit down near the chalkboard.
Bang.
Hey, Sid.
Bang.
Sit. Sorry. Gotta be quick. Go ahead. Would you like to say words before I continue on?
Yeah, I got some bad news for a certain somebody.
Who?
Don't be me.
Remy,
What?
who was your modified tour pick?
Fuck off.
Oh!
Lemonator.
Wow.
If you don't know what that means, yeah, she already picked her for the last modified tour
Yeah,
race.
but it rained out.
What?
It rained out the last one.
Oxford?
Yeah.
Did you not pick him for the Thompson race?
No.
I don't know. We'll deal with
Oh,
it.
we'll have to check then.
That's gonna be a midweek.
I thought you were telling me that he's not racing. I was about to be like, he
No.
was on the entry list.
He's the point leader.
Wow.
That's a midweek penalty report right there.
All right. Anyways.
We'll have to double check on that then.
Huge thanks to our friends over there at Northeast Truck and Off-Road for the weekly pick'ems, one of our most entertaining segments. Now on to the Pop Culture Minute, brought to you by our friends over there at Riley Electrical. Diego, today is the 87th anniversary of when WDRC FM in Bloomfield, Connecticut became the first FM radio station. You're going to say, where do you get this stuff?
Seriously, dude. I mean, come on.
It's generally recognized as the first commercial FM radio station in the United States, launching on May 13th, 1939. It was established by Edwin H. Armstrong, a professor at Columbia University and the inventor of FM, which, of course, you know, stands for frequency modulation, and was touted as an experimental broadcast that would be free of static and interrupting noises and revolutionize the radio industry. I just lost my thing here real quick. Let's see. While Wikipedia notes that a station in Nashville was the first fully licensed FM station to begin operations, WDRC is widely considered the first commercial FM station to launch. FM was an enhancement over AM, which stands for amplitude modulation. It offers significantly better sound quality, can transmit to a wider range of frequencies, and naturally supports stereo sound, which makes it the standard for broadcasting music, whereas AM stations are largely dedicated to talk radio formats. Never knew there was such radio history here in Bloomfield, Connecticut.
Wow.
Nuts, huh?
Impressive. Maybe Franco and Jody worked there.
You know, you never know. They are legends, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Well, listen, you know, we did not have any updates to the Waterford points this week, so I chimed into the Busy Bee Learning Center, and I said, what do you feel about maybe you can tell us what's on tap this week? They said, absolutely. That sounds good. So for the first time this season,
Oh, I love this graphic.
let's check it out.
Bye, Sid. Bye-bye.
I figured, you know, we get a full week. It's one of those rare times when all 4 Southern New England tracks are racing. Thompson tomorrow, Stafford with their normal slate on Friday nights. Diego, you racing on Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Sure you are. All 8 divisions are going to be at the Speedbowl.
Holy.
The tour, yeah, that's what it says.
Woo.
The tours, NASCAR Modified Tours at Seekonk. The Pro Stocks are off. The Pro 4s are once again at Monadnock. And the Pass and the Supermods are going to be at White Mountain on Sunday. That is what's on tap, thanks to the Busy Bee Learning Center. We got one more thing to do. We got to find out who won the week.
Who are you?
Brought to you by Skate It. We say it right.
All right. Well, listen, there was not a lot to pick from, so I just got the Stafford winners: Keith Rocco, Adam Gray, Gary Patnode, Robert Bloxham III, and Brandon Warren. What do you got?
Caden Honeycutt.
Oh, yeah, Caden Honeycutt's a good one, huh?
Caden Honeycutt, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always want to vote for somebody local.
Yeah.
But that was a feat.
Man.
It's
a really good one.
Reminator, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with Keith Rocco.
Yeah. Nick, you get a vote in this one.
I'm going to go with Diego. I think Caden Honeycutt, how do you belittle what he did?
Right.
It's like
it's unbelievable.
Makes it almost look like it would be easy to go do it.
Right.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with that, but I'm going to stay with the Reminator, do a little local flair. I'm going to go with one of the GOATs, Keith Rocco.
What about Bonssa?
I'm going Honeycutt.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
4 races in 2 nights.
I'd love to see him wear some Sid's gear.
Right? So speaking of that, Diego, you know, the store, hold on, let's give the people the address here so they know that there's the store right there. Now available at the sidsview.myshopify.com.
Let's get in there and get some gear.
If you go to the store, you will see that we got the Hey Bonza shirts.
Oh, gosh.
Limited edition left, but they are there and they are available. Multiple sizes there. So you're going to want to go and check that out.
That's great.
Bro, what do you got, my friend? We need your vote.
Oh, I'm going Keith.
All right.
It seemed like almost the default choice. I try to keep it local.
That's 3-3, I think.
So, that's in the studio, you got 3-3 right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
It's just, and we know how tough the Cars Tour is. The competition there
How
is
about both
phenomenal.
races?
Yeah, in both
How about
series.
both races?
Yeah, and then the
at
trucks.
Watkins Glen?
The trucks are no joke. ARCA's been on the upswing this year. That's so
I
impressive.
usually don't vote for anybody down south like that.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't do that normally, but it was the feat this week. But Keith's win to continue on rightly deserves one also. For sure.
I'm sure he'll get one in the future anyways.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Fro, what do you got?
I guess I'm waiting on the in-studio tally.
Oh, it's 3 and 3. 3 for Caden Honeycutt and 3 for Keith Rocco.
Are we ready to call it here?
Yeah,
Because it's looking kind of runaway-ish right now.
Go. You got Keeter was the last one.
Yes. All right. With 1 vote a pop, Adam Gray, Jake Johnson, Chrissy 2 scoops.
Double scoops.
Thomas Annunziata. Did I say that right? He's got 1 vote.
You did.
Good job by you.
Thank you. Ooh.
Remy, you want to try that one?
No.
Never mind.
By all means.
No.
That's awful.
I know, it's my bad. Continue on, Fro. My bad.
Keith Rocco with 4. Despite our best efforts, we could not stop him from being absolutely steamrolled by Caden Honeycutt with 10 votes.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that's not the right All right, we'll see if we can send him a code for the store. Maybe he'll get some gear. That'd be nice.
Cool.
All right, everybody, follow us on socials. You know how we do it. Reels every day. Thursday content with this guy, Nick Anglace. We talked about a lot of good stuff. You're going to want to tune in. Diego, take us home, brother.
Yeah, let's go. Special thanks to DL Headquest Motorsports for the weekly update. Of course, Midstate Site Development for the results ticker. Our boy, Waddell Communications for the Nostalgia Nugget. Of course, Hoosier Tire East for the Stat Chat. Driver Development Program for Did You Know. Thanks to Serve Pro of Norwich for the Chalkboard Chatter. Waterwiz, thanks so much for the Stat Splash. Woo! My Girl Hair by Emma Monahan for one of my favorites, the Fast Five. Northeast and Truck and Off-Road for the one thing that I'm leading this year, the weekly pick'ems.
All right.
Here we go.
Ed Marcel, Firewood and Land Clearing for one of the best segments is viewer mail. Myers Creamery, JDL Motorsports, Chassis Pro, thank you all for the point standings. Special thanks to Busy Bees Learning Center for what's on tap. Skate It LLC, Property Management for who won the week. Riley Electrical for the Pop Culture Minute. Special thanks to CONT Grand Prix for always firing up the hot seat. special thanks to Hot Shoe, SK Light, Controversial, whatever you want to say. UConn sponsored Mr. Nick Anglace. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Easy.
Hell yeah.
The helmet barely fits already.
Oh, it's great, man. Yeah, been a great guest, man. Special thanks to all our podcast members for supporting our content and all our viewers out there who tune in each and every week. Thank you. See you next week.
I'd like to say a special thank you to CONT Speedway, Flow Racing, NASCAR, FS1, and PRVL Creative for the videos tonight. Also a big thank you to Renee Dugas, Race Dog Photos, Robin Golandiski, Tisha DiMaggio, CONT Speedway, and Jaden Trippy for the photos tonight.
So close, Rebby. One consonant off.
I love how we were all simultaneously holding our breath waiting for it.
We'll take it as a win. Listen, busy show next week. We're going to have a lot to go over. Support your local racetrack. We'll see you next week.